You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast, the home of sports, gambling, entertainment, and whatever the hell else has gone on this week. So pull up a seat by the fire, crack open a cold one, and make sure to get your bets in. Welcome to the Pine Room. All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pine Room Podcast, episode 41. Happy New Year! It's January 2nd right now. We are in the studio. If you're watching this for the very first time, we are revealing our studio. There's still some decoration that we need to do, still some stuff that we want to add to this place. You can see me, hi. I'm on this camera, then these guys are on the camera behind me. These will be in different positions eventually because we're going to try to mount them to the wall. They're on tripods right now, but anyway, that you don't need to worry about any of that. We got the TVs running here. These guys are watching two games behind me. You can't see it on camera, but there are two TVs right above me that we can watch and react to stuff eventually when we get this to our new computer. We got the computer desk back here, the main workstation that I will do a lot of work at, and where we'll play some videos and some stuff that we can watch and react to in the future. We're going to get some decorations in here. We got our banners up right now, but we'll eventually be decked out in some new stuff. We actually had 3 new signs that we added. One of them just fell and almost took my head off, but we're going to add those. Those were just hanging up. They look sweet, and you can see our check from our past history. But we're going to add a lot of cool stuff here, a lot of stuff that means stuff to the that is relevant to the show. Some of the bobbleheads that we had on the set up at the house, and that desk isn't going anywhere. When it breaks into the better weather, we're going to be at that set. But for now, since it's cold out, it was cold out.
Relatively.
Yeah. Since the weather's kind of south, we're going to be down here. Things will change. The studio will change over time, but we are going to be here for the time being until the weather breaks. And then, you'll be enjoying us from this office. This is our new home now. We're out of our former hosts' studios. We're still in the building, so thank you to WKKX WVLY for even letting us be in this floor of offices. But we are here now. It's the new year. We've been to Deep Creeks, and we've been to I almost said Halloween parties, New Year's parties, Christmas parties. Jeff's been enjoying his Christmas cookies.
Way too fucking much.
Yeah, but if you're just listening to us, we are in the new studio. It's me, it's myself, Jarrett, Cooley, Jeff. Everyone else is out of commission for today. But we, of course, we are on good rotation.
Different venues, but still the same faces.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes. And then sometimes, same venue, different faces.
You know what?
There we go.
I keep forgetting that it's like a Monday afternoon.
I know, right?
Yeah. Usually we're here Tuesday in the evening. It's dark. I think it's still light out right now. Usually it's dark.
You think it's still light out?
What time is it?
3:23.
All right, it's still light out.
You got the sun eclipse.
On
January.
I actually just looked the other day. It's to the point where the sunsets are going to be later now. I don't know when that started. I'm not sure.
Thank God.
Cooley loves
that's music to my ears, man.
If I'm not mistaken, I want to say December the 22nd.
22nd, right?
Yes, because it's the longest day of the year, and then it starts to elongate the days.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not going to see a major difference, Cools. It's not like it's an hour
it matters to me because when you work all day and then you step outside and it's dark, you're just ready to cry.
I think it's still going to be dark until we roll the clocks forward. Yeah, spring forward.
Yeah, spring forward.
So you got a little while.
Just means one step closer to summer. That's all I like.
Aren't there people that don't believe in turning the clocks back?
Well, no, there are places that don't do it.
Stupidest thing in the world. I don't understand why we What's the benefit?
It's so that I don't know.
It's just to mess up my sleep schedule for the next month.
There's science behind it.
I think there's two things. I want to say that it went back to the farming industry was one of them, and then I want to say something about saving money as well, like with the electrical and things like that.
That's what it is. Yeah. It's power conservation.
It's something on those lines. Yes.
I'm curious to know if it actually is effective.
But there's a lot of talk now that places just doing without it now.
Well, yeah, I think there was talks
it.
about us getting rid of it, which would be nuts.
I think we should start a petition to get rid of it.
Do you want to start it here?
Just in Weon.
Oh.
The rest of the state can keep doing it, but just Weon.
Okay.
See, I'm opposite. I don't know why. I like it all. I like the spring forward. I like the fall back. I like having that happy middle mix.
That extra hour on the fall back. That's nice.
It just adds a little bit of spice to life.
Well, it's like Alaska. How isn't it like 6 month dark, 6 month light?
Yeah, but I mean that's dark every hour of the day.
I know. Well, I'm just saying it's kind of similar. That's what
It's
what made me think of it. Like, I don't think I could live there because of that.
And then it's 6 months of day all day.
That'd be
awesome.
awesome.
I think you would like that.
See, I don't think I would like that at all.
I don't think I would either. That would fuck me up. I feel
100%.
Well, our buddy Red, he's working midnight shifts now. We got to talking like he doesn't see daylight. Because he goes to bed. He wakes up at like 7 in the evening, gets up, has breakfast, goes to work. Maybe a little later than that, maybe like 9, 10. Gets up, goes to work at midnight, comes home at whatever time, and as soon as he gets in the door, he goes right to bed and it like
does it all over again.
Yeah,
I think I'd panic if I had to live like that.
Yeah.
Tyler, since you've been here so long, is there anything about winter, minus, because I know you're going to say like snowboard and stuff like that, is there anything outside of sports that you like about winter that you've grown accustomed to like, okay, this is one aspect of it I do dig?
Other than like when I was a kid, school getting canceled, no.
So it's
like would sledding count? Because
Well, I mean,
that's like not a sport, but I like
that's
sledding.
School can get canceled for you now.
But that's it. But in terms of just enjoying winter, no. There's nothing like.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't walk outside.
I gotta agree with you a little bit there.
It sucks.
just not your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I would say. Sorry, my voice is.
yeah, Jarrett has the.
We'll talk about our New
his
Year's.
bronchial tubes are. They are
It's a very politically
damaged.
correct.
They were hurt. But no, I think the only thing that I would say about winter that I like is like looking at the snow. Like I love like in the window and I could see the snow coming down, but then the snow itself driving, and then once it starts to melt, it gets dirty.
And then you got to do more laundry because you're wearing 5 different layers of clothes. Every doorway you walk into is soaking wet because everybody's feet are soaked.
Nah, Job, you can agree with that. You love winter, but you can agree with that. Yes, you can.
I don't. I get really, for some reason, I don't know why this is like one of those things that gets me weirded out. I don't like places. You ever been to Great Wolf Lodge, Jeff?
Have not.
Well, it's like an indoor water park that they dressed up like a log cabin. In every door, like you usually go there in the winter, or like when people don't go to an indoor water park in the summer. I mean, if you do, you're there's something wrong with you. But what?
What's wrong with that?
Why would anybody go to an indoor water park in the summer?
I mean, that's
a good
some fun.
What do you mean?
You can just go to an
Why'd you go to an
outside
outdoor one?
Oh, maybe they like Great Wolf Lodge. I don't.
Wonder what they do in the
Okay,
summer.
all that.
They shut down.
The place is dressed up like a log cabin, and all the floors are always wet because kids are running around it's wet. For some reason, that freaks me out. I don't like that. Like when it looks like a log cabin and the floors are wet. Like we went down to Deep Creek and we're at a steakhouse, and coming in the door, there was people tracking snow in it. And it looks like a beautiful log cabin. There's stone floors, but the floors are all wet and dirty, and that freaks me out for some reason. And I told him, I said, "There's no way I could live up here because it would freak me out."
Really?
I don't know what it is.
So it's not necessarily the look, or is it what is?
I don't know. It's like just being the floor being. It's such a weird thing.
Is there a phobia out there with that shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, we were going to dinner in Deep Creek, and it was like that, and he was like freaking out. He said, "I can't do this. We can't go here."
I was a mess. I didn't like it. It was really weird.
What'd you guys think about is that place, the indoor water park? Does it smell?
Like chlorine.
Yeah, it's chlorine, like that pool smell.
But what about no mustiness?
I feel like there might have been.
Yeah, because we were kids when we went.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
We went to our last probably 2 or 3 years of travel. Our first tournament was always up in Cedar Point. It was like in beginning of April, middle of April.
Yeah.
It was always like a shit show because you probably could have been in like a snowsuit watching the games. Poor kids out there playing baseball. But the cool part about it was they give you 2 free tickets to Cedar Point to use in the summertime. And then where we always stayed was a combination hotel indoor water park. So the
Oh,
kids could go up
nice.
and have some fun. But man, it smelled like dog shit. Like straight up musty.
I think
Like
that's one of the worst smells in the world.
it's
is
brutal,
musty.
right?
Well, I
Like
mean,
if you leave your clothes in the washer too long, that smell.
Nasty.
I did that recently.
what's like people can get like musk smell, like musk.
Like
Musk, that's like
Avon,
old-
like an
that's like
Avon.
old people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Avon old school musk.
Yeah, is that what that is? Like
Carby
old people
musk.
smell?
No, because it's just a cologne, and I think it's also a deodorant. Like that used to be a big thing back in the
Yeah,
day.
like that was a bit like
I mean,
people.
They
what's
wanted
that?
to smell musty?
No, musk.
Yeah,
not
MUSK.
must.
Oh,
like
okay.
not mold, but like,
MUSK.
Yeah.
what's musk though?
What musty?
Musk.
You know what? I don't know. It's a good question. I can't believe we just
I
actually.
don't know where I just put my phone.
You're going to step on it down here to your right.
It's on
to
the
your-
floor. Oh, okay.
That's fitting.
Can't believe we just had an Avon reference on
Yeah,
the podcast.
let me see
That's
if I
pretty
can
special.
find. Yeah, my dad uses Avon still.
Does he?
Coach still uses Avon.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandma used to get him Avon deodorant like in this huge pack at Christmas time. And once she passed away, she didn't know any Avon ladies 'cause she was an Avon lady and she would get Avon all the time. And now he has to get it from some ladies that my mom works with or something or other. But I'm gonna look up what musk
It's like he's
is.
buying drugs, but it's just like
And it's just
an
Avon.
Avon plug.
Listen,
I think there's a drug
All-
deal
I
on
think-
Clearview Avenue.
I think all old people smell the same.
Do you?
I think they have the distinct smell. Like when I go to the wellness every morning, when I walk by, they all smell the
Does
same.
it smell like mothballs?
Mothballs, musk.
musk.
It's like
it says musk is a heavy bass note scent that is usually compared with woodsy and earthy smells. So like,
I actually don't mind the smell of musk.
No, I don't mind it.
I think it's okay.
when have you ever
Sounds-
known? When have you ever known to smell musk?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably
What
your
do you mean?
dad. Your dad probably smells
What do you
like
mean?
musk, right?
When do I smell musk?
No, when have you ever known that you were smelling musk?
Yeah, I
At
have
old
no
people.
idea.
In the wellness.
No, but that's not necessarily them being musky.
They all smell like musk.
There's actually a scientific thing for the old people smell. Like they actually have when you get older, your body.
Does
Ew.
Champ smell like musk?
No.
Cigarettes,
Cigarettes
old Bud
and-
Lights.
Money and cigarettes.
The French onion dip.
And I was going to say his knuckles are still in French onion dip.
Yeah.
He smells like success.
Whew.
I tell you what, we just dove right in today.
I'm telling you,
we
right?
didn't no intro or nothing.
I'll
Like,
tell you what Matt said, or who, whether it was your dad when he sent the picture and they showed Champ's hands on there. It said nicely groomed
Yeah,
hands.
good.
I almost fucking threw up.
you almost wanted to go trim your own
Oh my
fingernails.
god. Ugh.
Jesus.
Yeah, Champ had a few winners.
I hope
today.
you're not eating.
Yeah,
Anyway.
sorry.
Right. Well, at least
Sorry,
you can
but-
do a tape delay.
Yeah.
It says 2-nonanol is a chemical that is responsible for how body odor changes with age. It's unclear why it happens, but experts believe evolution is part of the picture. So 2-nonanol is that smell of old people.
Oh wow.
And all.
There's a cologne up at Men's Warehouse that it smells like old people. Like if you smell it, that's what old people smell.
Was that
like.
musk?
Really?
I don't know if it's musk, but I know the people in there all laughed at us when we picked it up because I like that smell. I think it smells good. I would never wear it because then I would smell like an old person. But I remember they said that they spray it on each other as like a joke. Like they'll still go up and spray it on like
Really?
a coworker. Yeah, yeah.
A stupid question. Your dad's deodorant, is it the roll-on?
Yeah,
It's
oh,
the
yeah.
old
like,
school
yeah.
roll-on.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like the little white thing, and
Uh-huh.
it's got
Yep.
the gel.
100%.
Yeah.
That is crazy. My mom used to sell it. I remember when I was kids, I used to help her when she'd get her big Avon supply, and I'd help her bag it up, and then we'd take it around back in the day.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
what all,
the
what all
black
was
cap.
it? Avon was deodorant, and then what else did they?
They
Did
sell a bunch of stuff.
You know what? The powder, the baby powder. Remember, it was in that.
Oh, the ball powder. Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
yeah, it was in that little tube.
Cylinder.
Yeah, it
Is
was
it
a
a
cylinder.
cylinder?
Yeah.
Actually, one of the best things that came out of Avon, and you guys probably don't even know it, but I know you've used it, is Skin So Soft.
Yeah.
Skin So Soft is
Oh,
for
really?
for animal, for mosquitoes, you can spray
Yeah, it's
it
like
on
an
you.
oil.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
But it's good stuff. 100%.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
They're still in production. They have Avon.com. You can still go and get some products. They have makeup. Let's see. I think they have clothing.
I would
I'm almost
imagine
sure.
the internet has probably hurt people selling
That's
Avon.
what I was
right?
thinking
I
about.
would
yeah.
think.
I thought about that.
They have towels. Let's see.
They did. They evolved, man.
They
Because it
have-
used to be just kind of like
Yeah.
with like products, just hygiene products.
They still have a brochure. They have an internet brochure, a digital brochure that you can look at all their products. They got like wipes, what's the freshener stuff?
Feminine wipes.
Yes, they have those. Shoe deodorizer. Do you ever have? This is such an odd train.
I'm pumped though. Let's go.
Do you? I don't know how to ask this without being gross. Do your feet stink?
Knock on wood, they do not.
Like,
they do not.
His feet, Jarrett's feet are
no. Okay,
Your feet
I
weak?
feel like they used to. I don't know what happened. I feel like my body changed, but my dad. Well, not even my shoe. Like it was my cleats when I played baseball. When we would like get done with a game and get in the car, and I'd take my cleats off. My dad wouldn't let me because they smelled so bad. I don't know why. And I'm not I'm not a sweater. I don't like.
Isn't it crazy?
I'm
though?
like the cleanest person I know, and I don't know, for some reason my feet just use.
But just baseball cleats though.
Just cleats, yeah.
So I guess that makes sense though.
It's shoes that he wears a lot because he had these old neon yellow like Nike shoes that like you could smell them at the door. They were awful.
Ew.
And your hat stunk. Remember your old Redbird hat?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wore those till they literally fell apart.
The Redbird hat and wristbands.
Those
everywhere.
stunk too. He used to
He
take
wear
them
them
off
every day.
He would take them off and smell them. I remember he would do that.
Well, that's what my dad does with his watch. When he takes it off, he smells it. He says he loves that smell.
Oh, that is
Ew.
fucking gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
so gross. All right, let's back up. What is your last Redbird hat?
It was. Well, I had this red. It was probably the first hat that I honestly ever had. And it was this red.
He wore it.
Redbird's hat with a W on it, and it.
Okay, was the W on the front?
The bill was real bent.
He wore it everywhere.
I mean, back then,
Mesh
thinking
back?
back, I was like,
Mesh back?
It had, I think, Velcro. I think it was a Velcro.
well, no,
wow.
I think, I don't think it was mesh.
No,
I
it wasn't
don't
mesh.
think, no,
It was cloth. It was like,
yeah, but it had hole. It might have been mesh, like a type of
No,
mesh.
it was
Well, it
not
had
mesh.
holes in it. Like little holes in it. Like, you know what I mean?
no. We'll bring it in because we still have it. It's in our
So
closet.
you were rocking the mesh hat before it was actually cool.
Oh,
then,
that
100%.
thing! I wore that thing everywhere.
I don't think it was mesh, but
It was
I could be
disgusting.
wrong. It was gross.
Do you guys still have, by chance, any old
Oh, my
Redbird uniforms they allowed you to keep before you pieced out?
I don't think I kept any of
I
them.
have a Woolwood
Probably
Vikings
somewhere.
football jersey.
Okay.
I don't know if I got any Redbird jerseys.
I still
I think
have
I got.
a whole
I
uniform.
think I got one somewhere.
Yeah, I have a
Probably
story.
somewhere.
Then it
Did
wasn't
they-
that I stole it. It was just they actually were going through and they were starting to update when I was playing. Update
Like, there was a
uniforms
year
to
they
let-
got rid of
and they
stuff.
allowed to keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
We
I
got
was.
our old at Park. We had like 4 jerseys, and then we had these cream jerseys. They were these cream old school.
They were awesome.
Actually, I know exactly what you're talking about. I
Heavy
remember
buttons,
seeing those.
like,
yes.
they were kind of heavy.
Yeah, they were wool.
Dude,
not wool.
Well, not wool, but they
It changed the whole season around.
And those cream jerseys were our good luck. They were good luck. We wore those creams every time we had a big game.
Well, I don't even remember why we.
Well, we were in a slump because we started out the year playing in Florida, so we got off
we
to
got-
a
we were like
bad
0-4. We were.
we had a lot of making up to do, and we wore those cream jerseys like halfway through the year, and we were like, we're sticking.
I don't
with
think
it.
we lost.
Coach Mike was he was clearing it out. Like, he was clearing out all the old uniforms, and he found this tub of cream jerseys. We said, hell no, those aren't thrown away. We're wearing those.
Oh, wow.
I still have my cream
did too.
jersey.
Oh, that's cool
And
though.
remember one day, because we always told him, we were like, "Hey, we want to wear stirrups with these," and we never got him. And one day, I think it was like the regional final. We had a huge game coming up, and he surprised us. He got us all stirrups and left them in our lockers. He said he got a surprise for us.
It was
We came
awesome.
in. and
That get you guys
we
all
were,
amped up?
we were going
Yeah,
I
nuts.
think
I
we
bet.
won. We
Yeah,
won
we were
that
at
game.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, they were ugly stirrups.
That's
I
super
just got
cool.
goosebumps thinking about
I didn't
that.
know
Yeah,
you
I
guys
did
got
too.
to go to fucking Florida in fucking high school to play baseball.
Yeah.
Good
Yep.
for you guys.
Yeah,
That's
that was-
super cool.
Do you guys remember how cold the water was when we went to the
Oh,
beach?
yeah, we were Clearwater.
We went to the beach at 8 a.m, and it was like there was fog on the beach, and the water was so cold. I remember I think it was. I can't remember. We were only there for like an hour, but everybody.
Yeah, so we had to leave that day. I
It
think.
was the coldest water. It was. Well, I mean, when would that have been? Early spring. So I mean,
had to have been like probably April. I
yeah.
would say.
So the water had no
March,
chance
maybe?
of getting warmed up.
What do you guys think about it? It's funny you're bringing this up. I asked somebody the other day, what's your guys' honest opinion? You might be able to answer this because you lived in warm weather, but going to the beach specifically at cold time. I think
I think it's almost pointless because the ocean water is frozen. Like, it's so cold you can't even get in.
But I'm meaning not so much for the ambiance of going to the ocean, but like, would you guys be completely bummed at all on going to the beach in an off-season time where the weather wouldn't be your 100-degree weather and that, like, just going and experiencing that type of beach trip? I guess
we Matt, Chris, Jarrett, and I, and Ace, and a couple other guys, we go to Ocean City in the fall. Is that the fall?
No.
Yeah, in October.
No, we went in June.
Yeah, I think it was
No.
summer.
We went in the beginning of June.
No, because it was right after New Year. No, January, February. It was like February.
New Year's.
I'm telling you, it was right after people
Jesus.
got there. I'm
Job,
telling
no
you.
way.
Ask Matt.
It was after I got done with baseball. It was right after I was done. I remember.
Yeah, I tell you right now, Job, you're wrong.
But why was the water cold? The water was freezing cold.
Because it's always cold in
Yeah.
Ocean City.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. It never gets warm.
Somebody's lying.
somebody's lying.
You know what? It was the first year I went when you weren't there. We went in an off season.
Oh man, you remember why I couldn't go? I had an intern. This is amazing. So I had an internship at West Lib, and I had to get 150 hours in it was like 2 semesters. So it was kind of tough. And I missed it by 45 minutes. So instead of my professor saying, "Oh, don't worry about it. Like, what you did enough," he made me do a presentation after school was over. He made me do a presentation on Zoom that I had to type up, do a whole thing, and I had to present it when they went to Ocean City, and I couldn't
Yeah,
go.
that's what I'm thinking of.
I was like, this is the most fucked up thing.
Wow.
It was after school was over. Like, it was in June.
I mean,
That's
just
brutal.
ridiculous.
Back to your point, though. I mean, it depends on what you go for the beach for. When I go to the beach, I hate the beach.
Yeah, we talked about
hate
that last
the
week.
actual beach. But, like, if I'm going just for you go to the bars, you get some good food, I'm cool with that. I have no problem with that.
I think it would just be something different. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
and I'll be honest, I'm more of a, when I go to the beach, I do like the beach because I like people say, do you go to the pool? Like, I don't go to the pool because I got a pool. So I spend most of the time at the beach.
Are you a beach guy? Do you like the sand, like the beach?
Well, let's back up. I don't go in the water because I'm a vagina nowadays. and I overthink the room. As a kid, I used to go do all that shit.
yeah,
but-
didn't you say you should go real deep?
Oh, real deep, real far. Didn't think twice about it. Not a prayer shot in how I would do it.
What changed it?
It got fucking internet.
Yeah.
Shark
internet,
Week Jaws?
internet news. Yeah, killed
Yeah.
that. But I do love putting my big ass in the sand and smoking a cigar and having a drink and just drinking all day on the beach. That whole thing is awesome to me.
Well, we went to Antigua. We had like a pier. It was like a dock that went out into the water, and it had like cabanas, and you could take your drinks and go out and sit in there. You weren't on any sand, which I hate the sand. I hate it. It gets everywhere. Like I absolutely
Anakin.
I can't stand it. But it was really nice. It was nice warm weather. We were underneath some shade, drinking in a beautiful view. I'm
can only
into
imagine.
that.
Man,
I'm into that.
This is so weird. Today, my dad and I were taking the Christmas lights down. We had the radio going, and Margaritaville came on the
really?
on the radio, and I was like, "Oh, I just want to be on the beach right now, laying out."
100%.
Jimmy Buffett had me. I'm feeling good.
I do love the beach, man.
Oh,
I
I
just
love the
can't do
beach.
it for a whole week. I need different activities along that week, but
Yeah.
I do love the beach.
I'm cool with that. See, actually, to back to your sand thing, and this is a stupid ass question, but to me, that might be the best shower of any
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Post beach,
Yeah.
you go and you got some sun on your body.
That's
You're
a
all
good-
crusty with sand, and so you go up
That
there and
is
get a
a good
shower. It's a
shower.
great shower.
I
Post-
totally
post beach
disagree.
nap.
Really?
Post beach.
Post beach now.
Post beach
Drinking
naps,
all.
unfucking believable.
I'm waking up with
unbelievable.
drool all over my face, man.
Licking windows,
Yeah,
100%.
I'm a mess.
I disagree with the showers, though.
Really?
I can't stand Florida showers. I hate
What?
them.
Really?
It
Just
feels like a
specifically-
harder water. Like
Specifically, Florida.
yes,
That's
every
just
time
weird.
I've been in Florida when I've showered, the water feels
Well,
different.
probably because you have sun on your sunburn.
No.
Yeah, you don't get
I'm
much
telling
sun.
you right now, the water in Florida, and I could be wrong on this, is way, 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 way different than the water up here. The water
Yeah,
up here
no,
is smoother.
No, that's so weird. I saw
More
a video
water
about
softener.
Yeah.
soft. That's so weird. I just saw a
Wait.
TikTok about this shower head that makes your water softer. I was like,
Really?
I don't.
I mean, there's
know
a
that.
such thing, and here's the this is way outside my pay grade, but there is a such thing as hard water, and it's not good for you. Obviously, everything about it is not good for you, and that's the reason why people put water.
Would it
so-
just have like minerals in it?
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
I
just
know.
more like stuff. I think they're probably bad for your skin. But I got to say, when I lived in Florida by myself for the summer, I went to the beach every single day. I'd play a game. If I had a game or I did like a workout, I would make it a point. I'd go sit in the sand for a little bit and then go get in the water. That was like my routine. It didn't get old to me.
Good for you, though.
Didn't get old. It was like I don't know. It was my healing.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
If you lived in Florida, by the time you're 70, you'd look like a raisin.
Yeah. Well, I applied sunscreen.
Yeah.
See, but that whole thing.
Think that's a facade?
Come on.
Well, you don't like
I don't
rubbing-
think it's a facade. I just think it's a pain in the ass.
You don't like rubbing sunscreen on people?
You rubbed it on my back. No,
Can we get video of that, please?
We have it.
We do,
We
do.
have it. But no, I just think it's such a pain in the ass to get all your shit, get your trunks on, get all the chairs, get to the beach. Now, if you're on the beach, if you have a condo or a hotel on the beach, that's different. But if you're in a house a little bit away from the beach, you got to load the car, get to the beach, come off the beach, you're damp, you got sand on you, sand
That's
on
no
your
fun.
feet.
That's work.
I would
That
rather
becomes work.
I'd rather go lay in snow than do that. It's just
Lay
so
in snow.
uncomfortable. It's awful. I hate it.
So what, honestly, your guys' opinion about that, and this is going to sound so shitty, and because obviously people, I'm happy for anybody who gets to go to the beach, and obviously it's a little bit more money to be on the beach, and I get that. So I mean, however you can get there, but honestly, I'd save up a couple years. I wouldn't go if I couldn't be on the beach.
True.
Yeah.
So if it was truly a financial thing, I'd probably save up a couple years to make sure that I could.
Like the hotel is on the beach?
Has to be like you're saying, like, to me that becomes work. Like if you got to pack up your car and go to the beach, to me that's the hell no, that's not fun.
Then your car's got
What
sand
if it's
in
like
it.
walking distance? Like you're not right on the beach. Like you maybe like a block away.
I'll be honest,
Yeah,
I
I
know
still think
that sounds really bougie, but yeah, I can't
I'm
do
all
that.
right with that though, because at Ocean City we walked across the street, which is it's better than being like a driving distance away. So I can survive that.
That
way.
would be totally different. I agree than driving. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be my plan B.
Plan B, yeah.
Wouldn't
But-
be a bad plan B.
Or if you get what I've always wanted to do, we've never ever done it. I don't know why. Is get a golf cart and go like through the little suburbs of Florida. I've always wanted to do that, and we've never done it.
That'd be cool.
Probably because we don't trust anybody in our group to drive.
That might be a bad idea.
I'm gonna take this way in a different direction because I
Love
wanted
it.
to bring this up back when we were talking about Jarrett's feet.
Ew.
Is it? And I know everybody listening to this is guilty of this, and I know it's so. Don't lie to yourself. Just
I am
accept
fucking
this.
hanging on these
Yeah, I
words.
think-
Super pumped.
Is it not weird when you like if there's certain like everybody has been in a position where they've been sweating or just like I don't know been sitting around and like you smell yourself? Is there not something just a little bit satisfying about your own smell?
Well, I put it this way. I mean, if you're going towards the side of why you smell because you just either had a really good workout or the fact of the matter you just got done doing 8 hours of yard work and you accomplished so much, I can respect all that. But just to say that I smell and I'm really cool with that smell.
I'm not saying you're cool with it and like I would sit around and smell all the time, but like if I smelled myself, there's like a weirdness to it that's I'm like comfortable with, opposed to if I would like smell one of you guys.
Well, yeah, you mean like you'd rather smell yourself than
no,
somebody.
this is really weird. Without trying to get, it could get real gross here.
No, but I want to hear this because there's a point to this. I want to hear it. Yeah.
But like, is there? I don't know.
I don't know.
the point.
I mean, I'd rather my smell than somebody else's.
But,
But there's a set.
All right. Okay. Say you're in a
I
room
know what you're gonna
and
say.
you fart.
Yeah, I thought that's where you're headed.
There's something about your own that's just comforting. Like not comforting.
Not comforting.
Not comforting. Not
It's
comforting.
like soul food.
Oh, man. Jeff wants it making a candle.
No. I'm just saying like if any of you did it, I'd be like, Jesus. But if I did it, it's like, okay.
But yeah, because it came out of you, and you know.
But like,
you're
is
putting it
but
back
like,
in yourself.
But
I don't know if it's satisfying.
But do you not have? This is gonna get real gross. Don't you have your own distinct not flavor, scent? like I know when you fart.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes,
'Cause I
and I
never
know when
do.
he does, and I know when he does. When Jarrett does.
I'd say what we might have to cut this.
No,
people
this
were
might
going to
need
throw
edited
up.
out.
no,
People were
no.
going to throw
It's
up.
funny.
At home.
No,
You're
because
not the only
everybody's
one-
guilty of
Somebody just wrecked their car.
it. No, everybody is guilty of this.
Well, because what's his name? Patty Pimblett, the UFC fighter. I saw him say the same exact thing you're saying right now.
Yeah, but isn't
So
it?
you're not alone in this.
Yeah.
I just don't agree with it.
Let's get Patty on
I
the
think
phone.
I was on your page when it came to BO. But I'll be honest with you, flatulence. I'm not sure that I'm cool with like when I rip. I'm like, fuck, man, that was me, and that smelled awesome.
Yeah, like I
Come on, though. I mean, there's got to be one where you're like, that's impressive.
Well,
like,
it's not that. You know what? I've never been a. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, oh my god, I cannot believe that just came out of me.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I'm not like pumped about that.
No, and you're not. I'm not saying you're pumped, but if it was, so if it comes out, you're like, wow, that's impressive. But if it come out of him, I'm like, I'm leaving
That's
the
gross.
room.
Like, I
I'm
can't
getting
believe
out
you
of
just
here.
did that.
But when it comes from me, it's like, this is like,
is
wow.
impressive.
When it's
this is just weird. I don't know. Because I'm a very clean, like I don't want to go. I'm very clean when it comes to like showering and smelling a lot. I would not.
Yeah,
ever,
I
I don't
guess
like
I am
smelling
too.
even in the slightest.
Yeah, I know. Like after games and stuff, if I stink like the
showering
slightest,
immediately.
go in the shower. I could never sit around like and stink. Like, or if I cut the grass, like I could never.
Are you sure? It so seems like you could.
No, I'm saying though, in the instance where I smell myself and I'm like, okay, I smell. It's not like I'm horrified by my own smell.
Well, I'm glad you said that because do you not agree that it's absolutely asinine that people can't smell themselves?
Yeah, they go like
that's-
nose blind.
Like if you're like, because there's
Yeah,
no
that's
way.
the
If
thing,
I
Cools.
smell, I know when I
Yeah.
smell.
Yes,
Yes.
Cools, that's a thing.
Yeah,
That's
they go
absolutely
nose
nose blind.
blind.
Because I guess if you smell so much, you just
You're just like, all right.
I tell you what, Luke, actually, I think we talked about this down here at the Christmas party. He came home right before school broke. He's like, Dad, do you mind if I buy some people some deodorant? I'm like, well, that's fine. He's like, because there's so many people right now in school that smell,
Yeah.
and he doesn't even know if they just don't know it, whatever the case might be. But
that's always such an awkward, like,
It is.
Because
you'd like to tell them, like,
do you say, hey man, listen,
Here's what I'm going to be honest, and I'm a big believer in this. I love honesty. So if Jeff Doyle ever smells and I don't ever fucking please just let me know. It'd be like no different than like a cliffhanger out of your nose. Like, wouldn't you want somebody to come up and say, hey, you got something hanging out of your nose instead of walking around for 4 hours?
I've ever heard anybody say that.
What, a cliffhanger?
A cliffhanger.
Yeah.
because isn't it the worst when you go home
And you realize that?
you look in the mirror and
Yeah.
you have either something on your face or
Something
like
in your teeth.
something on your lip or something.
Would you be butthurt if somebody came up and told you that?
I want my friends to tell me.
I don't think I would be butthurt.
I wouldn't
but
be butthurt.
It's always like it's weird.
It is weird, especially if you're not close with them.
Now I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like
I'm
if Jub stink, I'm telling
subconscious
like
now.
Jub, go shower right now.
Yeah, like I have no problem telling John.
Yeah, but like somebody I don't know, you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Like, hey, here's some deodorant, bro. Put it on.
Wait, there was somebody. I can't remember who it was. I can't even remember the
this
story.
week or something?
No, I can't remember what the story was. But somebody just went up to them and literally just said, "Hey, you stink." Like that to me.
That's
is like,
just disrespectful at that point. I mean,
I don't think so.
to
I
someone
think
random,
it is to a random person.
hey, bro, you
No.
stink.
Hey.
Yeah, I think it's helping him out.
I think so too,
No.
Jared.
You
to
can
be honest
deliver
with you.
it.
No, but you could deliver it way better than, "Hey, you
Uh-uh.
smell like shit."
No,
Well, approach
no.
is everything in life. Let's be honest. Approach is
Jared, but
hands
you're
down
not,
everything.
you're not going to go up to a guy and say, "Hey, you smell like shit."
They probably deserve it.
No, they.
Oh, he's about to turn around and smack you. Then.
What if it's a nice guy and he just doesn't know?
Sir, you smell like fucking shit. Please go and shower.
What would be the
And then-
most awkward thing to tell somebody, but you were trying to help them out? What would be the worst?
His balls are
What we
hanging out.
talked about last night. We talked about last night is if you knew that, say Cooley has a girlfriend and you know that she's cheating on him and like behind his
that
back,
would
and
be
a
hard.
lot of people know, and like it's bad, but you know if you tell him, it's gonna just destroy him. Do you tell him or do you let it kind of?
No, you have to.
I'm telling them, but
Yeah, you have to.
Oh,
it's definitely tough. I mean, it's like not a talk you want to have.
well, here's the deal. I think this is where I'll break down the barrier. Marriage, in honesty, none of my business. But if it's just dating and stuff like that, I think I'd have no problems telling you. But I
Yeah,
think if
so-
somebody was married, and at the end of the day, you don't want to get in between that because the
Yeah,
next thing you know,
then-
you're in the
'cause then
middle of
you're in it.
everything.
That's a good point.
Marriage, I think I'm leaving it alone. I think if it's just dating and
So
somebody you're
if-
seeing, I'm probably letting
If
you know.
you see the wife blatantly cheating,
There was
you're not saying nothing.
I tell you what, dude, it would be hard because nowadays, man, it's such a different ball game. Like all of a sudden, that shit can be spinned on you that you're trying to create a shit show.
I did see there was a video on YouTube and it was of like a ring door, like a camera on a door, and a guy came up. He had a mask on, like not like a Halloween mask, but like a ski mask, a hat on, and a jacket, and he was like covering himself up. And he was saying, "Hey,"
Yeah, I
he said,
saw
"Hey,
that.
your wife is cheating on you. There's a Nissan that parks 3 houses down and walks up to your door whenever you leave for work," or whatever the guy was saying. He was like, just keep that in mind. She's unfaithful. And then he said, I'm walking this way. I don't live this way, but I'm walking this way. And then the video ended. But he was basically saying to the guy, your wife's cheating on you.
Wow.
Would you do that? Say Cooley is married and he lives across from you, and every day you see Cooley leave from work, and then you see like a Suburban pull in, and a guy comes out and goes into your.
But he was anonymous.
You have no idea who the guy is.
I'd ponder that. I'd be more apt to be that guy. But then that's a bitch way of doing it too, though, because then you're really then you're getting somebody thinking about it. I mean,
that's the thing.
That's a tough. I don't know. That's just sensitive.
I don't know. If it's me in this situation, I want you guys to tell me immediately.
That's what I think.
I know.
I would rather.
I'd want to know.
Yeah,
because
100%.
If it would crush me if I found out not only you knew but other people knew, and like basically I'm being not made fun of but embarrassed. Like I would absolutely want you to tell me, because that would freak me out.
The only thing with me, I'm kind of a guy that I want to like. I'd rather not know. Like, I don't like. I want to know that somebody's cheating on me, but I'd rather not know. I'm trying to think of a way to like.
I have no idea what you're getting.
Like, if they like. Never mind.
Wow.
It's too.
Right.
I'm gonna get too specific here. So.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. Welcome to The Office, the first episode of The Office, first episode of the new year. Go take a leak, go get a drink, get something to eat. We'll be right back. All right, so picking up right where we left off, Jarrett had a struggling. Jeez, I'm struggling. Jarrett was struggling to
we lost
put
a
his
few
point.
brain cells listening to
I
that.
was trying to put his point.
Well,
together.
I didn't want to get into it too much, but then you know we said fuck it, we're gonna get into it. So what I was trying to say was that if I'm talking to a girl, I don't want to hear who she's been with, what she's done in the past. I'd rather not know, just for my mental fortitude.
And I do respect that 100%. So, but let me ask you this question, because I don't disagree with you. Mm-hmm. But what about if something would be so detrimental that you got so serious with her, then you did put a ring on the finger, and then you hear that on the back end? What would that do?
See, that's the thing.
I would rather get it out of the way. Then I know, like I know that if like we're around people, or I know if somebody's around that we don't want to be around or something, I'd rather get it out of the way. Because then, like you said, if like later down the line, what if she's been with so and so, and you're like, oh, this can't happen. This is it.
Yeah, I guess probably I maybe just get it out of the way, and like before you even have any like feelings, anything, just kind of like a casual conversation, it's like.
Would a number shoot you guys down?
A number?
A number.
So
you got serious with a girl and you realized, like, it'd be like, this is how I've always envisioned. Say you moved and you were moved by yourself and you went into this town. All of a sudden you were dating the town whore, but you didn't know you were dating the town whore. And then all of a sudden you got serious. You're like, oh my God, this girl's great, blah, 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 this and that. And then everybody else knows that you got the town whore, but you don't know that you got the town whore.
I wish I would want somebody to tell me that. At least, like, hey, you just be careful here. Like, you might, like, you know, things are good. Just be careful with what you're dealing with. I would at least want somebody to tell me that. I mean,
I think if you don't know and you've been talking to her, then it wouldn't send me away.
Okay.
But if I knew beforehand, there's a chance I won't talk to you because of it. Yeah,
that's understandable. So back to the original question. I want a number. Is there a number that you would be like, oh Christ, I can't do that?
I think it would depend on how recently too. Like if it was like if we're 27 and she was
like in high
school messing around, and I know for a fact girls think the same things for dudes, because I mean if you're a guy and you've got, I mean, you're
laundry list,
then it's like, well, what's to say he won't just go, I'm just one of those numbers? I mean, I think it goes both ways.
It's a very controversial topic.
I know it is, and I think a lot of girls get a bad rap.
Double standards.
Yeah, I think,
and it's not fair.
No,
it's really not
true.
fair.
Yeah, it's not
true.
No.
But unfortunately, that's just the way society is.
I've never understood that though. Like if a dude's going around and he's and he's got a laundry list, why is it wrong for the girl to have a laundry list?
Yeah, it's not cool. I agree, 100%.
This is my thinking. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think that it's harder for a guy than it is for a girl. So I feel like that's
always
why.
the argument.
That's
Oh, you mean
Because
to?
if a girl wanted to,
There's always the
if
saying.
a guy wanted to,
Someone
then-
always says that like a key that can unlock multiple locks is like a good key, or something like that. But a lock that can be unlocked by any key is not a good lock, and that's what I always.
Oh,
So that's what they always say.
damn,
wow,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Cooley,
Yeah,
look at that
yeah.
shit.
I think, yeah, I mean,
So I don't know. I try to stay away from.
it's real controversial, but I don't think I do think girls definitely get a worse rap than
Yeah,
guys.
100% they do, because unfortunately there is a double standard, and I think it's actually probably from the beginning of time where it's quote unquote macho. You sleep with a bunch of women,
Yeah.
you're the man, and
Yeah.
she's just automatically a town whore.
Yeah.
and
You know
that's not fair.
I also learned about the Greeks is that this is a totally different topic, but I mean it's kind of related. Back in Greece, it was better to sleep with guys as a guy because guys were held to a better standard than women. So if you were sleeping with a bunch of guys, you were looked at as better than
as a dude?
as a guy. If you slept with other guys, you were looked at as like a better standard because women were not as women were
shit.
far below. I'm telling you right now, go look it up. It's nuts.
I believe it because
It's
back
nuts.
then was insane.
It's fucking
nuts.
weird.
It's nuts.
Wow.
That's fucked up.
That's completely different.
Well, I mean,
from
I guess then
today's
it was
society.
normal.
Yeah, honestly, that probably was normal.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you think about all the stuff throughout history, like the different standards of people throughout history that are now what we are at now, you think about how different things have been.
Oh my god! And how it actually has come back around.
Yeah.
I mean, full circle.
Yeah. Like I remember they showed there was a video of the standards of the standard woman that like was the average like that males thought were attractive. And at first they were real standard looking, not like nothing crazy, and then it like was real thin, like real like a what are the corsets? Those things like cinched waist.
Yeah.
Then it went back to a little bigger. Now it's like big tits, big ass. That's like the huge. That's like the huge thing now. But anyway, what was your point?
So I guess we'll just go around the room. Would a number kill you?
Name the number. Give me a number.
I think if you know what, I don't think there's a way to define a number, but I think that if you found out your girl quote unquote was the town whore and you didn't know she
Like
was
25 people.
I mean, I guess that's a fair number.
Yeah.
I would struggle. I would struggle.
25 won't scare me away. Like, you gotta think like.
How old is she?
She's 28. That's less than one a year.
Oh no.
What?
That's an
No.
interesting
You're not
answer.
starting having sex at 3. Hold on, you enlightened us and then you took it away.
Yeah, my brain just like my brain.
Yeah, I didn't think that would do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So a number wouldn't kill you.
It just
And
depends.
that's fair.
Cools.
That's fair.
Cools. 50,
That kills me. Definitely kills me.
40,
Yes.
30.
But here's the deal: 25 no go. 25 and under, you're good.
25 and under.
That's a lot of people.
It is. It is.
Number
But
two-
it would be. I just think it's unfair. If you like someone, you like them.
I agree with
break
that.
that.
I
I
agree
do.
with that. But
If she's an awesome person, I don't see why.
which I
would
agree with.
let her pass.
Now I'm saying if
She
you
found God.
It's tough. It's a trick. It's
tough, man.
It's
It
a tough
is,
one to
especially-
navigate. I think
especially
there's
if
a lot of
somebody-
context.
If somebody reels you in and you truly do fall in love with them for all the right reasons,
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, at the end of the day,
As
I
long
mean,
as she's loyal, I mean,
it really, you're not
What's it
wrong.
matter?
You're not wrong. Jarrett, I want to hear.
Yeah, numbered
For
sure. But hey, love is love.
Love is love.
Yeah, I mean,
love is
I
love.
think some friendly advice: find a bad girl that's only bad for you.
yeah.
There it is.
I like that though. I mean, if you like somebody enough,
Who am I to judge?
Yeah, numbers.
And that's
Yeah.
true. And everybody has their moments or their times or what they're going
Yeah.
through or whatever the case might be. So I get it. But to define that number to me would be hard.
Yeah.
I think, but if I go back to that term, if I knew that she was just a flat out whore, man.
Yeah.
Like even like a great example, like, and this is completely outlandish, like a Fergie. I'm not saying
like Fergie Ferg, like
Fergie Ferg. She used to be a crackhead. She would be in crack houses and stuff like. So you know that at the end of the day, and I'm not trying to be a dick. If she's in those houses, she's probably not doing the appropriate things in life.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I mean, now she's got her life strapped. She's a gazillionaire. She's beautiful. I mean, times do change.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's crazy.
yeah.
Well, she's got $1 gazillion. There's no number stopping
All
her.
right, if you're, I want to hear this. If you're a girl and you think there's a number for a guy that would scare you away, send us something on social media or something. Send us hashtag. What did you say is the number? What did you say is the number?
It's 25 too much.
Hashtag
25.
Hashtag over under 25.
Yeah. Hashtag too many.
25 and a half.
Well, I guess even to sum it all up, if you by chance are extremely promiscuous, just be safe because there is a lot of fucked up things out there right now.
Yeah.
The stories that I am told is just, when I tell you, fucking gross.
Yeah.
Gross. And the other thing is, you cannot put your appearance, money, titles, none of that means any of it because some of the prim and proper people roll in and just are fucking nasty.
Do you think being an ER worker is one of the, you'll see some of the grossest stuff?
Oh, without a doubt.
Fuck.
What?
Well, I thought we were talking about not that kind of.
Well,
gross.
yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's as far as grossness. I mean, what would somebody come in?
No, don't. I don't want to get into.
Actually, probably if you want to know the truth, not that ER wouldn't, but I would say your urgent care is probably.
Yeah, I
more.
mean, like a Med Express, like that kind of
like
stuff.
firework incidents.
Like I couldn't do it.
It's
I couldn't do it.
unreal.
No.
Unreal.
What do you think? Like the worst injury in ER?
No,
That somebody's walked in.
I don't. This is a disgusting episode. I don't want to get into this.
Why not?
It's going to make my butt tingle.
Why not?
Wow. And it was going to be that kind
Think
of party.
about it, though. I mean, just
No, I don't.
why?
No.
Are you okay?
I hate this kind of talk. Like,
If someone walks in with
broken bones.
But we're not saying like a guy's coming in with half his body ripped off. We're saying what if somebody could walk into Med Express with
like a fucking hand missing from a firework or some shit.
What's wrong with talking about that?
Because because I like my hands and I like my legs and my feet, and it when I think about people that don't have it.
If you're a medical professional and you're in the ER field,
send us your horror stories.
Yeah, send us a horror story.
Why?
We'll have Jarrett read them aloud.
I won't be here for that episode.
We'll get the wifey on anonymously.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I bet she's got some.
Her stories are unbelievable.
Gosh.
Truly
and
unbelievable.
you know what else?
Isn't
Well, I was going to say blood bothers me too, like getting your blood taken. I talked
Does
to
it
somebody.
really?
Oh, I can't.
That sounds like you're a little soft.
My dad told me, I'm a pussy. I'll admit it. I just can't bodily.
There's a lot of people
things.
like that, though, man.
Yeah.
My dad.
What about throw up?
Oh, I can't throw up.
Yeah, you got cool.
No, that kind of that's funny to me. The vomit's funny to me.
What about you?
I'm cool with all of it. Yeah. I
Throw
was
up's
in
funny.
the field for a long time.
Because I guarantee you right now, if I threw up right now,
I'm throwing up right
he's
there.
throwing up.
I'm probably
Yes.
sitting here laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me at all. Would it bother you?
It sometimes, but sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
The smell of it would. I would vomit.
I hope you're not eating for this episode.
Yeah, this is a brutal
really
episode.
gross one, but we're getting stuff. We got to talk about stuff sometimes. Sometimes
gotta get it off our
We gotta
chest.
have the. We
you
gotta
gotta
have the
talk
talk.
about.
Well, I think that your conversation about, I mean, and you don't want to talk about it, but it's real body odorants. Like that's just real talk that everybody goes through.
Yeah.
So, and we're more
That's what I'm
relatable that
saying.
way.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody listening to this understands what we're talking
Without
about.
a doubt.
We're having
It might
the father.
be. It might be gross. It might be like a little cringy to listen to, but it's all real stuff.
Someone's got to talk about
Yeah,
it.
somebody
Might as well
has
be
to.
us.
We're having the father-son talk with our listeners.
I know,
Wow.
right? Literally, sit down on the couch, young man.
I mean,
Sit
well,
down.
I haven't gotten that deep, but I mean,
Oh,
but
geez.
back to the is there something that grosses you out? Like spit to me grosses me out bad, real bad. Like dudes like hawking a loogie, spitting.
Oh,
Like when we used to be when we used to play baseball, dudes would hawk a loogie and spit in the dugout, like on the concrete, and it would just be there. And I had to throw dirt over it or go the. I hate spit. I hate it.
I didn't go into nursing because I couldn't wipe somebody's ass. That's number one. So I could not do that. But I can be around shit and not bother me. But as long as I'm not cleaning you up,
What about Luke when he was a baby?
I have no issues at all.
No?
Not at all.
At all?
When it's your kid,
I can
man,
say it's gotta be a
it's
little
completely different.
But like if it's like an 82-year-old stranger.
well,
like,
if it'd be a stranger, but if it would be a loved one, I'd have no problems with it.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is what it is. Because you would hope at the end of the day, because not that you ever do anything that that you hope good karma comes back. But fuck, man, I hope if I'm down and out one day and I need something, that somebody's gonna wipe my ass for me. Right?
I'll give you a wipe.
I appreciate that.
Oh man,
Jesus, I mean, what a hell of an episode.
You a wipe.
This might be the most fucked up episode we've ever
God.
had.
The best part is, can we get a shirt made with that?
yeah.
I'll give
Hey,
you a
I'll
wipe.
give you a wipe.
Jeff, I just started writing down all of the
most-
the
the
quotes,
one-liners and
that
stuff?
one-liners that I want to start putting on shirts.
What was,
amazing.
That would be great.
What
He,
did-
he ain't good.
Something about an
He ain't
He
ankle.
ain't good.
No, what did say?
Something about an ankle,
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah. Something about licking Jesus' ankle or something like that. Or something.
Jesus. It was something weird.
Something licking an ankle.
What was the reference though to?
I can't remember.
Jeez, I don't
have
even.
to
Oh, it was a
rewatch the
good one.
episode.
Say said a really good one. Yeah.
Was there drinking involved, or was it something simple?
I think there was drinking involved prior.
For
but,
him, yes.
But I will say, just real quick, if you haven't watched the last episode 40, we had Nick and Say on. Go watch that. Really good episode in Deep Creek. It was a new setting similar to this, I guess, a little bit. We were on couches and
I watched it
doing that.
back. The lake actually looked really cool in the background. You could see the lake.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
go
need to
check
watch
that
it.
out.
I need to watch it.
Go
Not
check
surprised
it
that
out.
either one of those guys did well, though. Not surprised at all.
And I'm hoping Say will be on here some more because he did a really good
Hopefully, he
job.
got over his pregame jitters.
Yeah,
And
he's-
first game.
Well,
mode.
that was one of his resolution texts. He
Yep.
said he was going to start to open his horizons a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Oh, but that's you know what? That's actually super badass.
yeah,
How
try
did that?
some
Did
more
you guys?
things.
Did you guys all try? Did you guys all denote to each other that you guys had New Year's resolutions?
Well, we talked about it a little bit on the podcast. My thing was I'm gonna try to lose 30 pounds, and I want to try for the next set. There's a thing called 75 hard, which is you stick to a diet. You have no cheat days. You work out twice a day, 45 minutes each. And one of them has to be outside. Then there was the other stipulation.
You read 10 pages of a book.
10 pages of a nonfiction book, like a self-help book, which I'm going to kind of change the rules on that because I'm going to read a book that I like, but which I might change. I might stick to it actually. And then it was like you got to take like progress pictures every day. So that's mine.
Good for you. That's
And then-
fucking awesome.
That's a tough. Our friend Red has done it one time. He's doing it again. Shout out to them because
That's
That's
tough,
a
man.
really tough.
It
75 days of that is very, very
And
difficult.
no alcohol.
Yeah, no alcohol. Very, very difficult. I said the hardest thing for me, I think, would be reading a book. I don't think I could read 10 pages a day. I honestly don't think I could do it.
Jarrett.
What are you?
I swear, I don't think I could
Just
do
like
it.
scroll on
Not
Twitter
like a
for 5
baby.
minutes.
You're
I know, but just like
Nah,
I
you
don't
could do
think I
that.
could bring myself to read a book.
all right.
Like,
Well, what if it's something? What if it was
It
about?
maybe
What if it was
like
about
books.
World War II?
maybe. I mean, if
Maybe
it's
you could
something
pick
that
something you're interested in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just.
I tell you what, I'm a believer, and I don't know if you guys believe this or not. Do you guys believe that people that consistently read are smarter than
Absolutely.
others that don't?
Absolutely.
I'm a
Yeah.
big believer.
And I think it helps your brain.
oh my god,
Absolutely.
I think probably the future,
Yes.
like when you get older and stuff like that.
Our
with-
neighbor, Pauline, God rest her soul, she passed away recently, but she was so sharp up until a couple months before she passed away. But she read a book every single day.
I mean, she
Like-
would go through a book. It was amazing. She'd have a friend drop off like a bag of books at her house, and she would get through them in like a month. I'd be like,
I wouldn't even say
not
that.
even. Yeah, probably not even a month. 97 years old. And
That's
she was
super badass
sharp as a
stuff.
tack.
Super
I would
cool.
say.
She and a funny thing about her, she would say, I'd say, hey, you read a good book? And she'd go, nah, I got a bad one. I'd say,
Yeah,
well,
I
why
don't-
don't you go to a new one? She says, I already started. I got to finish.
Yeah, I know. I don't even ever remember her saying she really, really liked the book. She always would say,
97.
There
She
were-
probably read all the good ones.
There were a
doubt.
couple.
I know.
She always used to say she would read like murder mysteries,
Okay.
and there would be a couple that would freak her out. And she said she would get up at night and just look out the window.
Yeah.
just to,
Oh,
Oh, really?
she'd be scared of the book. Yeah,
When she would always say, I looked out the window and she said, well, I didn't see anything. And then we go, like, and she would see it, and I'd see her another day. Did you look out the window today? Yeah, I didn't see anything again.
no,
that's actually
you'd
super
ask her.
cute.
You'd ask her, hey, did you look out the window last night? And she goes, yeah. And you go, well, what'd you see? Nothing.
Yeah, she never saw anything.
That's
But-
actually super cute, but I
Yeah.
think it's really cute that you said that somebody was dropping off a bag of books. Like, I haven't heard that business. I've heard of people dropping off like a bag of weed and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it was like a bag, literally a
books.
bag of books, like a Kroger bag full of books.
That's super
Yeah.
cool, though. Good for that's awesome.
Trade
Yeah.
them around town. around the neighborhood.
Jeff, do you have any? You got any resolutions?
I'm just going to try to truly get back on track on, being a little bit healthier and stuff like that. I was doing so good for so long and unfortunately did tail off there. But I envy you. I tell you what, if you do that for 75 days, my friend, you will be a totally different man.
I hope so.
Not actually, when I say that sounds like a dickhead statement, meaning as in though, that's just discipline.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just straight up discipline. I think you do that for 75 days, my friend, it would be hard for you to fall off because you're gonna. Why would you want to
become a habit?
Day 76, you're gonna be like, well, I want to do it again, right?
Yeah. I've been really like in the past when I've actually wanted to lose weight, and I've gone off the deep end pretty hard here the past. If you go back and watch the first podcast that we have on film, and then look at this one, you can tell I packed it on pretty heavy. But
this guy.
Go look at it. Go look at it.
You're so hard on yourself.
I'm telling you right now, I put on maybe 30 pounds.
Absolutely not.
I'll say once.
No shot.
Once you see progress, it's the best.
Without a doubt.
You just want to keep going and going and going and going. It's really, that's a good thing. So if you're out there and you want to work, well, actually, speaking of that, we have our fitness challenge tomorrow. So when you hear this, it'll be on Tuesday.
I'll read real quick what our thing is to do
it's
tomorrow.
Going to be challenging.
I don't think I'm actually going to be able to take being a part of it because I got to film. But I don't know how I'm going to be a part of it. Anyway, movement assessment, multi-directional warm-up, single leg side-to-side, high plank rotation, 10-pound medicine ball throw for distance, broad jump for distance, max push-up for reps, wall squat, iso hold for time, 10-yard sprint for time, and Illinois drill for time. Multi-directional.
It's an Illinois drill. Do you guys know?
I don't know what an Illinois drill is. I know a lot of shit, but not that.
I'd like to know the last time the coach did a push-up.
Yeah, I tell you what, Coach is not going to be broad jump.
I want to see him throw the med ball.
Stuff,
Yeah,
right?
he's gonna have to sit out on it. But here's the thing: I know he's gonna say, "Oh, I'm doing that. Fuck that, I'm doing that." But we'll see. He'll do it and probably blow out his other knee. Yeah. But
I'll tell you what, the pictures of him, man, back in the day.
Dude was ripped.
I mean, wow.
Yeah,
holy fuck balls. That was impressive.
All he did was run. That's all. We would just run.
And he stuck to like a real hard diet,
I don't think he did.
Yeah,
though.
he did.
He told me that he never did a diet. He just
those pictures where he was ripped in that beach picture.
And he was heavy on creatine too.
Yeah, he was on a diet.
Was he a drinker? I mean, I know he's always been a drinker, but did he cut ties with drinking?
I don't know.
I
doubt it.
I'm gonna guess no.
Tyler's looking.
I don't know about that one.
I'm gonna guess
Tyler's
no.
like, you've said a lot of dumb things, but that may be the dumbest one.
My money would be on him. That might have been a cheat meal.
Who was the kid in the picture?
Beers here.
Some random dude he saw at the beach. Because he was ripped too. He was like, "Hey, you want to take a picture?"
Oh, for real? So it wasn't family or anything like that?
Yeah. No clue.
Come here. Yeah, I'll be honest, you go to jail for that shit now.
Yeah.
Come here, little boy. You want to take a picture?
With your shirt off.
Yeah.
They slide my hand behind you, sir.
Mark, I'll come visit you in prison, I promise.
I thought of another resolution because I didn't really have a resolution. I was saying about it. Besides eating, I said on the last podcast that I'm going to expand my eating habits, which they've gotten better. We talked about, what was I going to eat first?
Wings from Drovers. No, scallops.
No, scallops, yeah, because Cooley said, what did you say, squid? I think he said
yeah,
squid.
We had
or
squid.
Sushi.
No, sushi, yeah.
I love
something.
sushi.
Yeah, but I'm going to but another one, I'm going to expand my music horizons because I listened to like 76 or 78,000 minutes of music last year or this year, whatever. But only had it was like a small number of artists that I listened to. So you know what? I'm going to bridge because I was thinking, I swear I'm not lying. If you put a Morgan Wallen playlist on right now, I guarantee you I could name every single song within 5 seconds. Like if you played it, I guarantee you I could name it within 5 seconds.
I could probably do the same with Machine Gun Kelly, MGK.
Like I feel like that's kind of a problem.
You gotta listen to some MGK.
I feel like that's not okay.
Do you, or when you say you're going to expand your genres though, like do you already have an idea? Or are you just same genre? You're just gonna
more artists. I need to get into more like smaller, not because Morgan Wallen's the biggest. He's my favorite artist ever, and he's the biggest name in country music ever. Well, not ever, but right now. But I feel like I need to push myself out there a little bit.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Not be so repetitive.
I think diversity is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
100%. I think
Definitely.
It's everything in life.
All right, we're live on the podcast. Soup, say hi.
Hi, everybody.
Soupy.
Where are you right now?
In Withville, I don't know.
Withville, Virginia. Whitfield, Virginia. I've stayed there before.
That's right by the big tunnel.
Yeah, it's like at the bottom of Virginia. I've been
Well,
there.
I'm
I
here
guess
with-
he can't hear me.
I'm here with Jarrett, Cooley, Jeff, and myself, and we are in the studio for the first recording in the new year.
Let's go. Love you guys. Bye.
Happy New Year.
See, soup.
That
Like,
guy.
why?
I don't know.
What could he have possibly wanted to talk about?
Well,
What
I
a-
guess we'll see next week when
what
he's
a
on the
human
show.
being,
Cools, what's your
up?
New Year's resolution?
Well, I said on the last podcast, just getting healthier. Like we talked about this before we got on the podcast today. It's just this break hit me hard, man. A lot of fun activities, a lot of being lazy and laying around. So it's kind of nice for break to end and get back into that
Yeah.
structured schedule where I'm forced to.
Do you
Really,
see that
this
where
team
people?
is good.
Do you see where 100%? That's what I was just going to ask. Do you see where? And I hate when people use excuses. I fucking hate excuses. But I do see where people get into ruts. You get time off. You get away from your structure. You get out of your element and stuff like that. And how it becomes a spiraling thing.
I will say, Jeff, after I graduated in December, and when I came back home, I was like a mess for like a few days because I didn't know.
Lost your purpose a
I
little
was
bit?
yeah. I actually looked it up. I apparently I wasn't actually depressed, but like they said like post graduation depression's like a real thing. Like I wasn't really depressed, but like I didn't feel like, yeah, you're right. I kind of like felt like I lost my purpose. I didn't have a routine. I wasn't working. I wasn't doing anything.
I think a lot of
I don't know what the
retirees
fuck
get
to
that.
do.
A lot
I
of
was like, I
retirees
don't know
get
what
that.
to do.
That's probably why Coach does a million things.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine your dad just retiring and saying, "Fuck it, that's it. I'm gonna sit right here and relax a little bit."
It's amazing. He retired, probably seven
7
years
years
ago
ago.
now?
And works harder
7,
now
8
than he did then?
Not,
Yeah.
not even close.
Not even close.
Not close. Yeah. Did you have a good New Year, by the way?
It was a really fun time, nice and mellow. Some friends had a cabin up in Ogilvie. Good food, good drink, good people. It was nice.
Good
It was
to hear.
family atmosphere. There were some young kids and stuff like that, which you guys will get to that point where that's actually super cool to have. Like
warms your heart a little bit.
It 100% it does, man. That's what life's all about right there. Goes from like your guys' age where you're just knocked down, drag out, drunk. Don't get me wrong, we did that too, but we just had some kids there.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last night. I brought up. I said I think our party stage of our life is slowly coming to an end.
I get that.
The hangovers are lasting longer. My days are I don't know. I just think it's coming to an end here soon.
I'm going to agree with him, but I just want to point out that if I said that, you go, what are you doing? You're
Whoa.
24. You're talking
What
about
is
that.
I think we're not like this. Like we're different because you really haven't gone out as much as I'm always going out doing something. So for me, I feel like it's slowly coming to an end. Like it doesn't really have the same effect on me as it used to.
That is like everybody's getting lazy.
No, I think, well, number one, everybody's getting older, so it's like we're not, people are working, like you're not going to be going out like on a Thursday night.
Yeah,
like, to do
slowly
stuff.
entering that next phase of. And I don't like it. It sounds so old to say, and I hate that I'm even saying it because I've never been that guy.
I think though,
Well-
I think though, if we actually try and if you want that to be postponed, you can postpone.
Well,
it.
shit,
I'm
we
going to postpone it
We
as long as
postponed
we
it
can.
on New Year's.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's just
Well, yeah.
deadline, boom, done. But it's just it's slowly my friends are moving away. My friends are getting older, getting jobs. It's just slowly. It's not the same. But just to be expected.
I think we talked about this, Jeff, about actually probably 2 weeks ago when we were on here talking about planning gatherings, planning things opposed to spontaneous stuff. And I can't remember, you said that planning stuff is fun, but the spontaneous stuff, if done right, is the greatest. But what I told him was, I said, what we need to start doing then, if we think that our gatherings are starting to go, we need to plan 3 or 4 days throughout the year where we're for sure going to go out and we're for sure going to have fun. I think our most recent one that we were talking about was it St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
Which is the most recent one. But I was like, if he thinks that, then we just need to plan him.
I just get scared that we're gonna fall into the work pattern and nobody's gonna hang out as much anymore, and I hate that. That scares me to death. You know how I am.
I don't.
Do you guys are you guys to the ages yet where you'd much rather sit in an element like this and have some beers, or are you still kind of like to go out to the bars and to see different people and that type of stuff?
That's kind of exactly what I was getting at. I'm slowly enjoying like just hanging out with just the friends and stuff rather than going out in the public and being surrounded by people I don't even want to talk to anymore. Like it's really starting to hit me.
I get that though, but that's not a bad place to be in life, my friend.
Well,
it's really not.
And I also think that like you can only go out so many times in a certain location before it starts to get monotonous.
I agree.
And like now, like when you're with your friends, you're with people that you would be with that you actually want to be with. Whereas opposed to if you go and see the same people that you see every single time you go out again and again and again and again and again, then it's like, okay, well, this is like what's.
I just find I find myself being more selective with my time. Like I don't want to spend it with people I could care less about.
Yeah.
I guess.
I tell you what, though, I think that's awesome, though.
Yeah.
I think that is totally badass, and I'm not saying you're apologizing for that, but it's truly the maturation process, and I think you do get to the point where you realize the people that you want to be around, and nobody else really matters because you've already made your friends.
I think one of the biggest problems is the amount of fucking idiots.
Well, that's
out.
100%,
It's just
Jared.
like
100%. So where are you at in life right now, Jumper? Like, are you? I think what you're saying is you've already kind of done your big to do, and now you're on the downward swing. Where you're saying he's more on the upward swing.
Well, he definitely is because he went through a little phase where he was not going out at all. So now lately, the last like year or two, he's been slowly like climbing and becoming more adventurous.
we went through we went through it with a guy.
Yeah, we did.
What about you, Jarrett? Where are you at in life? Do you think?
I think I'm still. I don't know. I'm kind of in between.
You're on a flat line right now.
I like staying in. Like if I had to stay in and play video games every night, I would. But I also love going out and drinking with my friends and going to bars and just talking to random people. Like, I mean, me and Cooley on New Year's were honestly, we contemplated for, and it had to be the whole day. We couldn't decide whether we wanted to just stay home or like stay in Wheeling or go up to Pittsburgh. And it was literally the whole day. We're like, if we go up there, it could be bad, it could be good. And then eventually at like 5 o'clock, we were like, you know what? Fuck it, let's go. We're going to have fun. And we drove up and we did have fun.
I think you're still on the uptick.
Yeah, I wouldn't say because I'm always wanting to do something. It's just more I want to do something with my friends rather than just go to somewhere in a bar and be surrounded by strangers.
Yeah, you're definitely. I will say this: as much as we beat on each other, there is not one person that I know that wants to hang out with friends more than him. Like, if he could hang out with his friend, like our group of friends, every day, he would. He would do it every day.
Which is super cool, though. Super cool.
Where it's
do you remember? This is funny. Do you remember when I think this was over the summer. You texted. He texted. This is a legitimate thing. He said. I'm in a midlife crisis right now. All I want to do, I wake up every day and the only thing I worry about is whether my friends are going to hang out with me or not.
I don't know. I think I'm on the uptick. I think I'm going in a good direction right now.
Good for you, though.
Yeah, the dude.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The guy's finally in good shape.
You guys are young, though. I mean, you guys are acting like you're fucking.
Well, here's the thing.
You act like you're 45 years old.
I'm exaggerating a little bit.
Here's the thing. For me personally, I went through a real rough spot where I missed out on a lot of shit that I could have done, especially with like these guys. I missed out on a lot of stuff, and then I kind of my brain got healthier, and then I moved on. But the
guy was in bad shape.
But I think everybody goes through that. I think everybody has a rough spot.
I've been through it multiple times.
I don't think you've ever been in a bad shape.
No, I'm too cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
hey, it's always just like remember, it does get better.
There you go. We're gonna take a break here. Again,
cool.
go get a snack. Go eat something healthy. Go take a drink. Take a pee. We'll be right back. Yeah, Jeff, are you a savory snack guy or like a salty snack guy?
Both.
Wait, isn't that the same thing? Isn't
No.
salty?
Savory's like
I don't even know what savory tastes like.
Sweet. Sweet's like savory's like salty, isn't it?
Well, savory I was going through. Okay, sweet, like a cakey, like
I don't discriminate. This body does not discriminate, Jub.
All right, so I'm gonna put
gun to the head, a chip.
All right, 5 snacks in front of you. You got Goldfish.
Okay.
You got Lay's, regular Lay's. You got your Little Debbie of choice.
Okay.
So whatever that may be, whether we're talking fudge round or we're talking Boston cream roll, or you have something let's say gummy, like a fruit snack, or you ever have fruit roll up?
Fucking love them.
Okay, put
Still
a
eat
fruit
'em.
roll up, and then number 5 we'll put at a chocolate bar, like your chocolate bar of choice. So we have. Wait, did I say goldfish to start?
I think so.
All right, so it's kind of all right. Wipe the slate. Here we go. Your chip of choice.
Okay.
Your candy bar of
You can
choice.
stop. It'd be Dorito.
Okay, so Dorito. All right, candy bar.
I don't discriminate on those either, but I would probably gun to the head. Actually, this is going to be a Nick Nardoni statement. Probably new age candy bar would be a Take 5.
Great candy bar.
Old school candy bar, I'd probably go like a Snickers or a Milky Way.
All right, so we'll put whatever one is your favorite. So we'll go chip, candy bar, then fruit, like a gummy.
I would probably go like Lifesaver gummies.
Great snack.
Yeah.
Okay. Great snack.
To be honest, I feel like I'm doing a really good job on
I
this
love
test.
those. I love those. All right, so then we'll put a Little Debbie, something like a cakey, something like a fudge round or a
Oh man,
Twinkie.
zebra cake goes
Twinkies.
absolutely insane.
Here's the deal. I do love all those. I don't know what would be my favorite though. Like I put
Tell
it this
me
way,
you're not
most recent would be the Christmas trees.
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah,
Great.
yeah.
The seasonal ones, or I think the seasonal ones are better than the normal ones that they give. All right, so Christmas tree Little Debbie's.
Okay.
And then let's do those 4. So
Okay.
those 4, where do you rank them?
I would hands down because I'm a fucking Dorito nut. So,
Okay, so Doritos are 1.
yeah.
What do you have a particular flavor?
I would probably go. It would be like 1A, 1B. I'd probably go original nacho cheese, and I'd go Cool Ranch.
Okay,
Cool
I
Ranch.
respect that. Yeah,
His Cool Ranch.
I used to love it.
You don't eat them no more?
I try to stay away from snacks. I don't really eat snack at all.
Good for you. Yeah,
He used to be a snack.
Yeah,
like,
big time.
little big
I
snack.
lived at
kid.
home.
All right, so you're going Doritos 1A, 1B.
Yep. And then
Then you got your
I would go chocolate bar.
chocolate bar, which you're going to maybe take 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it's between the fruit and the cake.
I'd probably go the cake, then the gummy.
So we're going Christmas trees, then
little gummy action.
Lifesaver
Little
gummy.
Lifesaver gummies.
I like that list.
What do you guys think about Gushers? We should
Love
have this on.
Gushers.
We should have this on.
No, it's on.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah,
my bad.
I'll just go right into this. Yeah.
Yeah, Gushers are awesome.
Yeah,
So
Gushers.
if you put a gun to your head on favorite gummy though, period though, like would it be like a fruit roll up, a Gusher? Would it be the gummy
Boy,
worms?
Gushers, man. I didn't even think of Gushers, but they are good.
Gushers would be my, because like fruit roll up and all that are too like dry after a while. With Gushers, it got like that juice in the middle, and I'll tell you what, I like that.
I've never heard
He said
anybody
I-
say a fruit roll
Well,
up
like
is
because like a
dry.
fruit roll up gets stuck all over my teeth and stuff. Well, Gusher,
They
just
got
a
that
solid
they got
snack.
that goo in the middle.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it makes it nice and
I'd say the Lifesaver gummies are good. I love those.
never had them.
Oh,
Really?
man, they're good. Hey, and I like
Yeah,
the,
they're
you like
good.
the hard ones too. The fruit
Lifesavers?
hard ones.
Oh, for sure.
I like those 100%.
100%.
Yeah. My dad got a pack of those. I
You're a
don't
big
remember.
hard candy guy though.
Love hard candy.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy-
You would think
Werther-
you'd be a smoker.
Yeah, the guy loves Werther's.
Werther's Original. If Werther's Original wants to sponsor us, listen, it would be maybe my favorite sponsor.
It's like you like-
Under maybe
When you're like
Red Bull.
80, you're going to be rattling Werther's on your dentures.
Yeah.
What about the gummy? We talked about this, didn't we? This might have been the Christmas party. What about, because we had them in my house? What about gummy Werthers?
They have gummy Werther's?
But gummy's not. That's not a fair word. It'd be like more like taffy.
I've not had the. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're like the chewy ones,
Chewy
not
ones.
gummy, but like yeah.
Yeah, I mean they'll rip out a
Yeah.
cavity if you have one.
I'm not a big fan. Do you have you ever had the caramel apple lollipops?
That's good, but that would rip your shit out too.
Oh, those are the stickiest things.
Oh, kind of crazy.
You know, a super low key but awesome candy bar, and I don't eat many candy bars.
Oh boy,
We had these as kids. It's a 100-gram bar.
no, it's my favorite candy bar.
Yeah,
Those-
Job
It's a
does
great
like
candy
this.
bar.
Those
it's
are
a great
awesome.
candy bar.
I feel like not a lot of people talk about it,
They don't because they're not.
but they are awesome.
100 grand bar. They used to sell them in the vending machine in the Fine Arts Building in West Liberty, and I sold the machine out of them, and they never restocked them. I had all of them in the
They
machine.
probably could not believe that thing ever sold. It's probably been there for
Oh
10
my god!
years.
Every time after class, stop and get 100 grand.
You
bar.
remember that video he sent us that one time? He was opening that 100 grand, and he was so excited and he dropped it on the
Because
floor.
I was gonna film me taking like I was pushing up the wrapper with one hand because I was filming with the other, and I was gonna film myself eating it. And I got to the top with the 100 grand, it just flew out on the ground and ruined it. Oh, it ruined my night.
That makes me think of like what phones are bad. You know, kids sit on their phones all day, but I think like Snapchat and videos have made my life so much better. Like just random shit. Like I was filming myself today driving, doing like some dumb shit, and I sent it to my friends, and it just makes me laugh. Like, and my friend, like our friend Red, sends us these stupid videos. It just makes my day.
It
love.
is cool.
I get that though.
And now, granted, I don't want to see like could care less if other people put a picture of like their chai tea latte with extra cold foam
Yeah,
on it.
that
Like I
sounds
don't care about
specific.
that. But like if Cooley sends me a picture of him, like I don't know,
Picking up Chipotle.
yeah, or like eating something and like I don't know, just or watching something or doing something funny that makes me laugh. That to me is like it makes me feel like
That make you laugh?
oh yeah.
I
Listen,
didn't know I did.
we have the thing, and there's a new thing. It's called Discord, and it's like a chat room. It's kind of like Zoom. Mm-hmm. And every night because we've moved to playing on the computers, every night we hang out in this Discord room, and we can see everybody. And it feels like we're just hanging
Yeah,
out.
it
Like
does.
it just feels like we're hanging out.
And it's awesome because Red lives in Missouri,
Yeah.
so it's like you feel like you're hanging out with him every night.
Yeah, because I said when he got home, I was like, it doesn't really even feel like you were anywhere because I hang out with you. I feel like I hang out with you every night.
I get that. We were actually talking about this the other night, and no disrespect to your guys' generation. I do feel like that's kind of what's kicked like even Luke's generation. Like when we were kids, man, I mean, obviously we didn't have that shit because we're old, but we would always spend the night at each other's houses.
Yeah.
We'd play video games together because there was no online video games. I just felt like we got together a lot more. And I shouldn't speak for you guys, but for like Luke's group of people,
Yeah.
I think they count on that stuff too much.
When was the age where you like stopped hanging out, like sleeping out over at your friend's house?
I would probably say like right after college, like when we all started getting jobs.
Yeah, I mean we stayed at each other's house. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, Say and Ebel and all those. I mean, Daniel lived at my house
Yeah.
through college in the summer. I mean, we would hang out every day.
I could see now though that that's not really a thing.
Because you don't have to. You don't really have to.
Yeah.
Even when Luke was having people, and it's not that they don't still come hang out or spend the night, but it's very few and far between now. But they would even bring their own fucking TVs.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I
we
like
used
that.
to say we always wanted to do that was bring all of our stuff and sit in like a big circle.
So stupid.
And-
Yeah, we never did that.
So what made you, back to the snacking, so what made you quit snacking? So you were at one point in time a huge snacker, and then what, just a little bit more health conscious?
Well, so I just never knew better. Growing up, my parents have always they gave me sodas and
he would
snacks
drink Pepsi and eat
for breakfast.
like
and
horrible shit.
I
for
was a
breakfast.
cool-
I just had free reign as a kid, so I never knew any better. And then I was a health major in college, and then one time I don't even know how to explain what I had, but my stomach hurt so bad one
I
time. I
remember
literally
that.
felt like I was having a heart attack, and I was yelling for my dad to come down and get me. He had to carry me up the stairs, and like he took me to the hospital. And they were like, you either got to cut out hot sauce and soda. So I'm not cutting out hot sauce. So I cut out soda, snacks, all that. And then
Yeah, I
kinda
remember
started.
that. I thought you died.
I was it was so much pain.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah,
texted that.
he was like,
I was curled up in like a ball. I literally couldn't lift my chest up.
Wait,
I don't
how
know.
old were you?
it wasn't that long
I was
ago.
probably sometime in high school because I lived at home.
It might have
Wait
been.
a
It might have
second,
been in
what?
college.
No, it was high school because I was living at home.
I've heard you tell the story, but I thought you were a little kid.
No.
That's when because I used to drink a lot of soda. All that. I completely have cut. I have one here and there, like a bar blast from Taco Bell, but I've cut it out. I'm straight water now.
How the hell did Rodney carry you up the stairs?
I don't, dude. It wasn't
That's
easy.
what you gathered from
Ronnie,
that.
hey,
Yeah.
Ronnie's a strong
I swear
guy.
to God, I couldn't, like, I was literally in a ball. Like, I could not lift my stomach, like, my chest up at all. And they took me to the hospital, and nothing was seriously
I don't
wrong. but
remember that. Where the hell was I?
I don't know if would know what that is, but I have.
You
was
probably have
horrible.
some sort of
Ramped
gastrointestinal.
I was going to say like an ulcer or something like
yeah,
that.
like
Is what I was
some
thinking.
sensitivity. To,
I thought I was dying.
People have that though.
It honestly felt like I was having a heart attack.
Hey,
Could have.
It was enough to scare me out of soda.
Well, I was just gonna say the Cooley snack cabinet drawer is
Best of all
absolutely legendary.
Best of all.
That
time.
was like when you went to Cooley's, you knew the snack.
I would
cabinet
I would
be-
love to and I do respect it, but I would love for somebody to roll into, unfortunately, the Doyle snack cabinet.
You got a good
Ooh.
snack.
I tell you what, the wife, we have fucking 3 people to live in our house, and it is the most asinine thing in the whole. Like Christmas this year, I finally look, I'm like, who in the fuck are you buying? For? Like we had fucking candy dishes wherever you went in my house. You could at least grab a handful of whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
Now,
my
you
mom-
know what really impresses me with that is because Luke's in such good shape, he doesn't
Won't
eat
touch
any
it,
of
yeah.
it. That's impressive. To
Hence
me.
the reason why Jeff DeWill fucking is put on some LBs.
And
Like,
that's what I get pissed at my mom and dad for is because they buy like all kinds of, and I know she's listening to this right now, and mom. So and my dad also, they buy Oreos and snack cakes and stuff, and I don't have the willpower to say
I
I
get
can't eat that.
My dad said the same thing about my mom. He's like, I can't stand it because my cabinet's full of all these snacks, and I get bored and I just go look in the fridge or look in the cabinet, and he ends up eating a Hosey bar or something.
Yeah, I go downstairs. You see a little we had these little lemon pound cakes. Oh, you see one of those? Haven't had anything sweet all day.
I get it though.
the junk drawer is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Dangerous
It's
place.
not a good thing.
Well,
dangerous.
So Jared,
place.
what's your? Well, hold on. Did you break down your 4? If you were gonna, if I guess if
what-
you were in your heart of your day, of your snack day,
What was the order? It was a chocolate bar.
It was
the chips.
chocolate bar,
chips, gummy.
fruity thing.
So does Reese's count as a chocolate bar?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Reese's is always my number one. Chips.
really?
Yeah, I love Reese's. That's like the only candy I'll eat.
So no, real quick, are you talking normal Reese's or are you talking like the holiday Reese's? Or
Like,
it doesn't matter?
Like the normal, like
round.
Like the
traditional
cup, the
Reese's.
cup.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I'm like you. I love Doritos, Vance Doritos, Nacho Doritos, whatever Dorito. I love them. And then I don't really eat like hard
Like
candy.
a cake? What kind of cakes? You like zebra cakes? You were a zebra
Yeah,
cake kid.
zebra cakes
oh,
aren't bad.
Cosmic brownie.
I never really liked that stuff.
Those
He
are
always
good, though.
he always pawned them off at lunch. Like he would give them to
yeah,
everybody.
Was it a negotiation tool?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'll give you this, you give me that.
I tell you what,
yeah.
there were some fucked up trades.
Yeah,
You'd get like 2 like calzones for a cosmic brownie.
Like a Rice
raw-
Krispie treat.
Yeah.
You robbed people of their lunch.
Hey, but they were willing.
I was gonna say, right?
They were
Appreciate
willing.
it.
And there was like stuff that like always at the lunch he would give the good stuff away, and there was always just shit that nobody wanted,
Like a Nutri-Grain bar.
And I always ate that.
Yeah, I'd throw it at Joe.
I was like the peasant.
I
I
know
would-
you were kind of like what's the bottom feeder fish?
Yeah,
like a
like
carp.
a-
You're like a carp. Give it a jump.
and it was always like it was never in one piece. It was always broken
Smashed.
apart.
Came from literally the bottom of the snack drawer, all
Yeah.
crushed and shit.
Yeah,
Jared, what about you? Or real quick, what about your gummy though? He didn't say necessarily hard candy. just
Gushers.
What is it?
Gushers.
Yeah,
Gushers.
Gushers. I'd definitely go Gushers.
What about you, Jared?
For me, chip, probably spicy nacho Doritos.
Good shit.
good.
Love those. My candy bar got to be a Twix.
Twix is good.
Twix for sure.
Does it? Let me ask you this question: Does it have anything to do with that you have 2?
that I get like that you get 2 Twix. Well, that definitely is a plus.
Okay.
But I love
That's
the
not your
cookie-
driving force.
no,
That's
the
not your
the
okay.
cookie in the middle.
I got to give a shout out to Say because he brought up Twix on the last podcast, and I almost forgot about Twix, and he brought them up, and I had one that night.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy.
There you go.
Yeah, I went to the gas station that night, and he said, "I was like, do you want anything?" And he said he gave me $10, and he said, "Give me. I want salty, sweet, and chocolatey." And I was like, "Well, what do you want?" And he said, "No, you pick it out." So I got him a Twix,
Oh,
The Jolly Rancher,
Jolly
gummy,
Rancher gummies, and
those are
then
good, too.
bacon and cheddar,
potato skins because we had just had a
that's good
conversation
stuff
about
too,
them.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but for I'm not gonna say gummy, but Skittles, like for fruity.
I'll count that.
That's Luke's favorite.
Skittles.
If you gave him gun to his head, he would choose
Skittles,
a Skittle. But do you know that is on the top 10 of
Worse for
in
for
other
you.
countries. It's not so acceptable because of how bad they are.
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, it's just a sugar ball.
Yeah.
But goddamn,
They're good.
Goddamn, they're
But
good.
just normal Skittles.
I like all of them. I like
Don't discriminate.
the tropical ones, the sour ones, all of them.
where did they always have the tropical ones?
With West Lib.
West Lib at the basketball games.
Yeah, they used to have-
always.
yeah.
Always.
That, and then for my cake, zebra cake. God, love zebra
I don't know
cake.
if I've ever had a zebra cake.
Oh man,
None of that
They're
sounds
similar.
appetizing.
They're exactly the same as a Christmas tree,
Okay.
but they're
Yeah.
they're like hexagons.
and they
Oh, you know
it's
what?
like
Okay, yeah.
the yellow. It's like a layer of yellow cake, cream, and then yellow.
Okay,
You know,
I think
I'm a
I've-
big cookie guy.
You are a
An
cookie
oatmeal
guy.
raisin cookie, man. There's nothing
A
better.
lot of
You know what? That's really weird for somebody your age, because most of the time people like oatmeal, but oatmeal cookies.
oatmeal
they're bomb,
raisin.
man.
Oatmeal raisin cookies are good.
I
Good
want to
shit.
I want to get your opinion of this. If you haven't listened to the last podcast, go listen to it. But Say brings up this point. Do you think Say said he doesn't like when brands pretend that they are healthy for you? And like his example was mini wheats. And mini wheats, even though they have a lot of fiber in them, are just as bad for you as any other
100%.
cereal. So he said, why eat mini wheats when you could eat a really bad cereal that's just as, or a really good cereal that's just as bad for you?
Well, he's not wrong. 100% he's not wrong. And it's just unfortunate that we live in such a society in America that we're all sold on that.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you automatically go to that and you think, well, frosted mini wheats, and it's supposed to be pretty decent for
Yeah.
you, blah, blah, and it's so not.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's not.
I was never eating mini wheats for the health benefits.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed mini wheats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like mini wheats, though, 100%.
Because I brought up like wheat bread. Like it's good for you for like fiber wise, but like caloric intake, it's
100%.
worse. At Subway, it's worse for you than Italian bread. But I don't know. Anyway,
All right,
what
Jabber,
was
your
that
turn.
point?
Your turn now.
Oh boy.
Chip?
Well, number one, I'm not a big chip guy. I don't really eat a lot of chips because usually if I eat a chip, I'll just eat the whole bag, and I can't do that. I can't do that anymore.
Do you think that's even a big deal? Because this is going to sound like a really shitty question. Do you think that's even a big deal anymore, though?
Eating a bag of chips.
Because at the end of the day, man, by the time you open up a bag of chips, the chips are
Shit in
all
the bag.
air.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
so-
like-
so
it's
really,
halfway gone anyway.
you're not even eating a whole bag of chips, right?
Yeah, shit.
I'd probably. I'm not going to rank these, but chip wise, I would do. Boy, that's tough. Oh man, there's a lot of chips that I like.
Potato skins.
No, but I don't think they're my favorite. They're really good though.
Those
that's a good
pretzels.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I like salty wise. I can't really pinpoint one. My mom gets these, and it's gonna sound healthy, and I don't eat them because they're healthy. I just eat them because I like them. They're these mini rice cakes that are sweet and spicy chili, like hot.
Well, you get it, dude. You're healthy.
No, I just love them. But you're not supposed to eat the whole bag, and I eat the whole bag, so it doesn't really. It doesn't
just
really
counteracts it.
Yeah. Salty or chocolatey 100-gram bar. Gummy things. I'm gonna go with probably Lifesaver gummies. I forgot about those. What was the other ones?
Cakes.
Cakes, fudge round. I love a
rounds are
fudge
good.
round, man.
Shout out to Aunt Kim.
Aunt Kim, yeah, she always had fudge rounds, and I would always squeeze the fudge to the middle and then chew around the outside. So then it was just like this big ball of fudge.
Oh, wow.
This guy.
That's really fucking weird.
What a weird individual.
Yeah, the cool part about
I get
somebody
a bad
else out
rap.
there right now is going,
Yeah,
I do the same thing.
Oh, my
I do the
God.
same
Yeah.
thing.
And then what was the last one?
That was it.
That
That was it.
Oh, was
Just
it?
four.
That was it.
Okay, yeah.
Like
but,
the way you eat that, do you eat like sandwiches? Do you have like a certain pattern that you eat in?
I always eat.
It's a good question, Tyler.
I swear to God, every time I eat a sandwich, I think if they did a study, I would eat the sandwich in the same bites, like the same way every
What
time.
do you leave the end or do you go to the middle?
I work to the middle, and I would like the last bite is always like the
it's a-
biggest.
it's a
Yes.
balance.
and it's like
yeah.
it's like the champion bite. Like I try to save the best bite for last.
What's your honest opinion? Is it weird if you just you bite right in the middle of the sandwich?
If you do that, that's
you got
weird.
problems.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that's a.
Wait, as in how?
So if you're grabbing a sandwich, you have it on both. How do you just bite it right in the middle?
Like if you had like a Subway sandwich?
Yeah.
No,
Well, no, like a turkey sandwich, like with just
like
normal bread.
if you had a square and it was a peanut butter and jelly and like if this I don't have a square with me.
Come on,
all right,
you know
if
what
this
I'm
is
doing.
like if this is a square and you bite right in the middle.
Oh, like that.
Like,
Instead of
don't
like
go
a
from a
corner.
corner.
Oh, okay.
Do you always go corner?
100%.
Yeah, you gotta
100%.
get a corner.
Yes.
Because if you bite in the middle, you're gonna get shit on the sides of your
Yeah.
face. Like that's so.
That was the weird kid back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Dude, what's like a weird? This is what's a weird food thing or something food wise that you don't eat like that's something that is like an everyday thing for everybody else. Like to me, ranch. I never eat ranch.
You don't eat ranch?
No, I won't eat ranch.
I can honestly say I don't think I have one, and I know that's going to sound weird because I'm very open to different things, but I don't think there's something that somebody else would love that I would fucking hate. And I hope maybe you can prove me wrong.
I don't like ketchup.
Well, let Jarrett get out his
I don't fuck
fucking
with
notebook.
Get out his encyclopedia.
Checklist. I don't like this.
like ketchup and mustard. Nah.
I don't like
Luke's,
ketchup.
Luke's not a condiment guy either, though.
Get ketchup.
You guys actually,
Everything-
you and Luke are a lot alike
Me
in
and
a
Luke,
lot of
yeah.
ways. Huh?
Hey, it's why we're.
Cool's Cool's a big lunch meat guy. Loves.
I'll be honest, I love lunch meat. It's horrible for you, but I love lunch
yeah,
meat.
it's so good.
He
You,
always,
you won't eat lunch meat?
I won't eat cold meat.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Never mind.
Any
I
cold
know.
meat, I won't touch it.
So,
Nope.
can you give me one example? Can anybody give me something? I guess it's hard. I'm at.
What,
I don't
for
know.
you?
Yeah, that would be normal that other people.
You like ketchup?
I do.
Peanut butter jelly?
100%. What do you guys think about Crustables?
Oh yeah.
Good, solid,
Awesome.
nice
Yeah.
and easy.
I've never had one.
That's
wow.
that's
I
Disturbing.
just started
That's a lie.
eating. No, I just started eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches this past year.
You never ate them as a kid?
I always just had peanut butter or jelly,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't have in between. And
What jelly you go with?
What do you think I'm about to say? What would be the normal answer?
Well, see, I don't know if that's
I
fair.
don't know. I think it's a 50-50
don't know.
shot, right?
No,
Do you think
feel
there's
like
a
lot of
normal
people-
answer?
yes, absolutely.
I feel like the majority do grape.
grape. I feel like
But
that's
I
a
like
normal thing.
I like strawberry.
I'm
I
hands
love
down a strawberry,
strawberry,
guy.
yeah, no,
100%.
I like
I'm a grape guy.
grape.
Fuck
Is,
grape.
grape is terrible.
Said fuck grape.
You guys.
Poor Jared's like, fuck grape.
No, grape. I hate grape, man.
Actually,
Grape-
I'll eat grape, though. Like, I have no problems with grape.
I like
Yeah,
both.
grapes-
Grape just better.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific liking to flavors, like when if you have I don't know, ice cream or like or like a flavored beverage, like do you lean towards strawberries or grapes
I would
or
probably
oranges?
say strawberry would probably
Yeah.
if I was going to lean, but I don't discriminate against the other ones you
Unless
just said.
it's like strawberry lemonade, I like. But if it's strawberry flavored like soda or grape flavored soda, I hate
Yeah,
it.
strawberry,
hate it.
like fake strawberry flavor sucks.
It's it's
so
like
bad.
cough medicine to
Yeah,
me.
I get that.
Same grape too. Like I'm not a big grape soda guy. Orange, I love orange.
I like orange.
Do you like? Oh, here's something for you. Do you like orange and chocolate together? You ever had that?
Like, as in, it's truly a piece of chocolate that's got an orange flavor to it?
It's orange, and then it'll have like or it's a piece of chocolate with like an orange cream
I don't
center.
know what I don't know
Oh,
what
like
the
How the
Jeff.
hell have you had that?
No.
I know what
Jaffa
you're
cakes,
talking
thing.
about. So
No.
if you would go get like a Christmas time, you go get a box. Yes, I have no problems with those.
Orange cream, yeah.
I know what we're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good stuff.
Cool's. I'm trying to think of something you don't like.
Are you weird with food at all?
Am I what?
Weird with food?
I wouldn't say I'm too picky. I'm
you eat
pretty
a lot of
open-minded.
stuff.
I used to, when I was a kid, I had your normal pickiness, but I'm not like Jarrett. No,
I'm trying to think of something you hate. There's something you hate that I know you hate that you won't eat. That's gross, and I don't think I'd eat it.
I'm a
either.
big texture guy, so if it's like slimy, I probably won't eat it.
You do try a lot of stuff though.
I try to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Texture doesn't bother me. I know that wigs a lot of people out, but it doesn't bother me much with that.
I mean, if it tastes good, it tastes good. I mean,
I can overthink the room though.
I'm real picky if it looks bad. If it looks bad, it has a real. I struggle.
So when you say looks bad, are you saying the presentation of the food, or just somebody who cooked it looks like fucking slop and you can't eat it?
yeah, like if it's just sloppy, like a big, like for instance, sauerkraut.
Okay.
And sauerkraut. My mom made sauerkraut and like chicken and
Pork and all that?
Pork, yeah, pork. And it just looks like a dead body in it. It looks like somebody took an arm of somebody and put it in
Like a
a
shredder?
crock pot and then like just let it.
Yeah, like
it
stew,
looks
stew.
no.
Ew.
It doesn't look appetizing to me. If it doesn't look appetizing, I'm out.
So how did you come up with that description?
I just because last night I thought it was a big pile of sauerkraut, and I put my fork in it, and I like moved it, and like pieces of meat like folded over, and I was like, oh Jesus, like it looked like a crime scene.
Sir, would you put that up there with like a casserole? Like a casserole is no good for you because it's
what kind?
Well, I just think at the end of the day, if you're trying to do apples to apples, I think a casserole probably
casserole's pretty gross.
Yeah,
I
it doesn't look. But most of the time, casseroles are fucking
awesome.
Yeah,
if it smells bad too, which I guess is go for everything, but like broccoli, like a broccoli casserole, I won't eat. I won't come close.
That's a thing.
Broccoli casserole,
is,
broccoli and cheese.
Ew.
Yeah, it's
what
gross.
about a tuna casserole?
Nope,
Never had it.
I'm out. Tuna, I'm out.
Tuna freaks me out.
Jarrett actually even did like a little
tuna freaks me out.
Yeah, tuna's
really. What kind of wigs you on about tuna?
It's too fishy. It's too fishy.
I've never really had it, so I don't know.
It reminds me of cat food.
That's not wrong.
It is. I mean,
You're not wrong, my friend.
Like if you open up a can of cat food, a can of tuna, and you put them together,
You probably wouldn't be able to tell the
Well, I
difference.
mean, shit, cats eat tuna anyway. So.
Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm.
like Star Kiss tuna. My mom would used to eat it for lunch or for breakfast. She probably not breakfast, but would put it in her lunch. Put it in her lunch like in the morning.
You'd
and
still smell it.
It just grossed me out like big time, and I just never have ever liked like a tuna sandwich. It doesn't even look good.
Yeah.
Like at Subway, they scoop it out in the bowl in the big thing.
It does just look like grinded
I feel like there's
meat,
just a lot of better options.
Like if I
than
chewed
tuna.
up a
and
piece
spit
of
it back
fish,
out. You're like a bird.
Well, here's what I will tell you: Subway and tuna just doesn't mesh well. Period.
No.
I think I actually saw something that said Subway's tuna isn't like it used to not be tuna. It
I'm
used
sure
to be
it's not
something
real.
fake.
Christ, probably
Like
have that
what?
shit.
I can't remember.
like plastic.
I have to look it up. Hold on.
Regardless,
Yeah, I don't know about
Subway tuna.
Subway tuna.
Oh, boy, we're on food talk. We went from really gross to just
Now we're talking about food.
food.
Still talking about
and
it.
gross stuff.
people are going to
but-
be throwing up.
But there's not like last thing about food, and then I want to bring something up that we usually do. We're not going to do it for long, but is there a food place to you that has a bad rap? Like that you think of this place and you go,
that's a
I'm not
really good
going
question.
to that place simply from what I've heard about it.
Unfortunately, and I know I'm going to disappoint probably all of you, Chinese. Once again, here's the deal: if somebody could cook me good Chinese food at home, I love Chinese food.
I can make you some orange chicken.
I overthink the room, man, on Chinese food.
It does have a
I
stigma.
mean, that's understandable.
It's got a bad
It's
stigma.
understandable.
Yeah.
What
I
about
mean,
like Panda Express, which is like a
chain.
Yeah, and it's like real. If you go into a Panda Express, it looks like a Wendy's. Like it's like a real
Kinda like
clean.
Chipotle.
I'm probably more, if I was going to go chain Chinese, it would be
PF Chang's.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that one.
That's a good because that's sit down too.
It is
and
sit
that's
down. Now
like-
here's the deal. I love golden chopsticks. Don't get me wrong. Like I truly do.
Cardinal Tree, you're right.
He took advantage of me one night too. But
okay, liable.
my first time actually, when I was a drug rep, I had to do a dinner program over there, and that motherfucker bent me over.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
No other.
Yeah, I
but
remember that
I love
story.
Chinese, but I don't know, man. That just wigs me out.
What about you, Cools?
Well, what's the question?
What if there's a restaurant that adds a bad stigma to you that you wouldn't like if you think of a place you're not going to go there simply because of what you know of this place?
I like this place, but I think people discredit it, and it's Arby's. I think people hate on Arby's way too much.
Yeah, I'm not. There's nothing at Arby's that I would go nuts for.
No,
Yeah, I feel like Arby's is just like there's a lot better options.
I think
than
it's
Arby's.
such a solid slap down.
Except the milkshake.
You're a big roast beef sandwich guy. though.
I like it. I think it's good.
You're a big roast beef guy,
I think it's space.
which I'm not.
What you guys think's the cheddars?
I love cheddar.
cheddars.
He's a
Yeah,
huge
really like
cheddars
cheddars.
guy.
You don't like it? What?
What
Bad
what happened?
service there, but it's good food.
I don't know. I just think it's I don't know.
What do you typically order from there?
It's probably not fair because my first time is actually I had it mostly out of town, and I actually liked cheddars when I was eating it out of town. I don't know if it's just this cheddars.
Yeah.
But if I went there, I'd probably do the chicken tenders. I think is probably the go-to.
Very
there.
good.
Chicken
Um,
tenders.
Buffalo chicken wrap.
Get
But outside
good
of that-
tenders. What about like Golden Corral?
When I tell you, you'd have a better chance of Jesus Christ I'm blessing you. But my first time at a Golden Corral was in fucking Morgantown, getting ready to go to a Morgantown Notre Dame basketball game. My brother and I, and we tried to go into the state. What is it, West Texas down there, or whatever the steakhouse right off the exit is. couldn't get in, so our next best was the Golden Corral. And I swear to God, the dude cutting the meat had a third eye, like right here, and he was from like Czechoslovakia or something, like cutting the fucking prime rib. And literally, my brother-in-law was making fun of me because I literally just kept on moving shit around on my plate because I wouldn't fucking eat it. I went to the ice cream bar, called it a day.
That's a rough.
What do
That's
you
a good
call
one.
it? The feeding trough?
Feeding trough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but just go and shovel it in.
I know Jarrett's. What's yours?
I would say Long John Silver.
That's what I was going to tell you for you.
Yeah,
Long John
I don't know.
Silver's.
I've had Long John. It's really not that bad.
For me,
I mean, fast food, seafood.
yeah,
just-
that
That's got to
wigs
be
me
off.
out.
Yeah.
That wigs me out.
I used to eat it back in the day, though. I used to eat the
When
Long
it was
John.
in Woodsdale,
Yeah,
the
I used-
National Road.
Yeah, that used to be right out there.
Yeah, what we're talking about is
We're talking about, yeah.
There were two places I never ate out there. I never ate at Long John. I never ate Hardee's. when I was
Hardee's.
out
Never
there.
had Hardee's.
Never had.
Hardee's used to be our go-to in high school because it was 2 burgers, 2 fries, $2. So you get all fucked up.
Wait, 2 burgers, 2 fries for
$2.
$2.
So
That's
50
awesome.
cents for each.
I mean, honestly,
Damn.
so needless to say, a bunch
That's
of high school kids that were
unheard of.
fucked up. You were just going out there face
That's
fucking that
unheard
shit.
of. Wow.
I'd
What about, do you
spend
guys?
$10.
Are you guys? I can't. Well, you wouldn't have been around probably. Would you guys remember Racks?
No.
That was out.
Never had it.
Where
Elm
Tim
Grove?
Hortons is. Where Tim Hortons is.
Oh no, it was on National Road.
I
I
don't
don't
know if you
remember
guys ever
that.
had a Racks.
No, I don't remember
It was actually, you would have loved it because
Roast
it was
beef.
it was the Arby's before the Arby's.
Really?
Because my mom, when she was pregnant with us, she wanted roast beef for some reason, and she'd always get roast beef sandwiches from Racks when she was pregnant with us.
That's crazy. Yes, Racks was the shit back in the day.
Yeah,
though,
Racks, I don't
100%.
remember
I
that.
would have loved it.
Yeah.
Mine is Applebee's.
Oh, I won't
Like
go
or
back
don't
to
like?
Applebee's
I'll
either.
never go to Applebee's again.
Did you ever hear what happened to me though? When I
when you threw up?
yeah
Back to throw up, 360. There
yeah.
you go.
Me,
Jeez.
my dad, and Trey Saunders, we went to Applebee's, and I don't know what, because like, remember earlier when I said if I see someone throw up, I'll throw up. So we're walking out, and Trey Saunders the whole time, like, man, my stomach hurts, and as he's walking out, he spits on the ground. So I thought he threw up. So it made me throw up in front of the truck. So that made Trey throw up, and then Trey throwing up made Rodney throw up. So we're like in this truck, on each side of the truck, we're all throwing up, and behind us is the Applebee's window where everybody's eating, just staring at us, throwing up outside of Applebee's.
Oh, man.
It was like a chain reaction.
That's
I threw up,
bad.
Trey threw up, Rodney threw up, and I haven't been back
That's
since.
absolutely priceless.
Have you ever seen Stand By Me?
Yes.
The Pukerama?
Fucking great. First one was a great movie, and they were doing a castor oil.
That is a good
Remember
movie.
they were making them crack. The big dude was drinking or eating
Yeah.
castor oil.
Yeah.
That is a really good movie.
Yeah.
Back to spitting though, because I know it wigs you out. I just read something the other day, and this is completely fucking off the subject. But if you are by chance ever stolen, to make sure you spit everywhere because it
DNA.
has your DNA.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody listening. If you get stolen while you're listening to this,
Start spitting everywhere, baby.
Yeah.
Make Jump puke everywhere.
Yeah, I would just vomit.
Ew.
I guess it would do. I guess-
They'd send you back.
yeah, I got the wrong one.
if you, I saw this. This made me laugh. Real quick before are we gonna do?
Well, I want to bring one thing up, and then we'll wrap up here because we're getting to our stopping time. But
Well, I was gonna say if you're ever like, if you ever have like somebody like if you're around like a killer, like somebody, you just got to act more insane than them.
Yeah.
Like if you were in like a scary movie, like
My-
you just start screaming and being like,
there was a guy. This is like we're going total 360 back to what we were talking about. There was a killer, or there was a Japanese business owner who he was like real. He owned a candy shop,
This
like a
should be
big
good.
big candy shop, and he was taking a bath, and these two guys broke in and stole him and kidnapped him out of his house while he was taking a bath. So he was naked, obviously. And what do you think? What they were? These two guys are talking about it. What do you think the guy said that he would have done if you were in the tub and somebody came in to steal you? What would you do?
I'd probably fight back, but I'm butt naked.
You got yes, you're butt naked.
I don't know, pee on them.
No, I was gonna say maybe shit.
Shit the tub. Shit the tub.
I wouldn't do that, but I was thinking
No,
that's where
I'd
that
do
was
it.
going.
I would have to. You could just like a
I
squid.
mean,
Ew.
like what? I mean, you can just shit your pants if you have your clothes on.
No, but it's like you're naked and you have it's just a
Ew.
mess.
Well, first and foremost, somebody coming in and trying to steal. I'm hoping that everybody's fucking fighting. There is nobody taking
Yeah.
me out just without
Oh,
fucking. Well, here you
God.
go, Doyle, buck ass naked. Yeah.
Come on, get in the car.
Get in the
I'd
car.
be like, oh, you want to touch me while I'm naked?
All right, exactly. But yeah, fucking, you're throwing blows. You're doing anything at that time.
Yeah, you could, but yeah, if you wanted really, like you could throw up. You could.
There's a lot you could do. and that's disgusting.
But anyway, off the disgusting stuff. Hopefully you haven't vomited by the time you got to the end of this.
You might have to put like a warning on for this episode.
If you haven't vomited by the end of this, good for you. But I want to bring this up because she's very close to the podcast, all the way back to I think episode 6 when we first revealed the set, and we talked about this. Actually, I think it might have been before that down in the studio at iHeart. But Jarrett, your girl,
I just saw
January 3rd, 1407, tomorrow, about, well, how many years is that? 600 years ago? No. 800 years ago? No.
600.
600 years ago, Joan of Arc handed over to Bishop Pierre, I think it's Quachon.
You just turned me on, though.
Yeah.
Toes are curling
What do you
as we
think?
speak.
Well, she got handed over.
She got handed over.
Is that when she died?
That's right before she got...
Well...
Which, here's also another point. Sorry to interrupt. I thought about this the other day. We do This Week in History every time we're on here every week. So what are we going to do now?
Find something new.
Because once we get to once we get to March,
we haven't touched. There's so Matt said this. He said that there's so much stuff that he can't even include all of it. So
see, I thought this was
there's
everything.
There's so much history,
but I thought this was everything significant that happened. So once we get to March, when we started, we would have covered everything that happened in history.
I see what you're thinking, though, but I think there is
Well,
I think there's so many different things we can go with.
We're going all the way back to 1839.
Yeah, I mean, look how significant this is. January 4th, 1903, Topsy the elephant is electrocuted. I don't know why I said electrocuted by her owners on Coney Island after killing a man and becoming unmanageable.
Well, she's electrocuted to death?
I would
Cool,
assume.
man.
Now, I hope
lighten up the mood.
Anybody that is in a circus that is animal based, they deserve. We talked about this right before we got on the pod, right before we got on, about how public execution should be brought back to people that deserve it. People that ran circuses and took animals and abused them to do what they wanted for entertainment should be right there on the stoning block.
100%.
I absolutely hate them. I'll never go to a circus unless it's just clowns. Which even then, why would anybody go to a circus? Clowns are.
It's a dying breed. What do you guys say?
Clowns are anti-comedy.
Right.
Have Cools, you applied for clown school.
Clown school?
Yeah.
Thanks. West Lib.
Hey, zinger. But anyway, we're getting to the. God, I gotta quit saying that. I keep saying anyway. I do that all the time.
Anyways.
Yeah. We are gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us here in the studio. This is a little bit off of what our normal show template is. Yeah, like our structure. But I think this is good.
I'll be honest, I think it was really good. We broke in the studio just right.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it's good that I think we talked about beforehand. I think what we're gonna do from now on is we're gonna carry on normal conversation. Then every now and then we'll throw in our pieces of what we do every week, and instead of making it monotonous every week, so we can change it up and keep things fresh. But that's it for us here in the studio, in our own studio. We enjoy making this thing, get it to where it is now. We got some more stuff to do, like I said at the beginning, and we got some more stuff to do that hopefully you'll enjoy, and we got some things coming up in the new year. Well, I guess it is the new year, but hopefully you had a good Christmas, hopefully you had a good new year. I know everybody here did, and if you want to get in contact with us, shoot us an email, reach out to us on social media, let us know how we're doing, and then we got some cool things coming up, so keep updated with us. Keep updated on the store. We might have some new things coming in there, our little one-liner shirts, so those might be going in soon. And then as far as that goes, I don't think there's much else to really go over. I think we pretty much covered. I think it was a good episode. We broke in the studio, and I guess from all of us here in our new home,
Happy New Year, party people. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and we will see you here next time in the Pine Room.
Peace.
Bye.